back taxes to the IRS, we have a solution. TRA has already negotiated over $1.5 billion in taxes owed by over 180,000 struggling taxpayers since 2017, earning over 1,000 five-star Google reviews and an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau. Generous tax debt forgiveness programs are currently available that can end your tax nightmare and may reduce or eliminate what you owe the IRS. If you're facing collections or an audit, don't lose hope. Act now to check what tax relief you may qualify for. Simply visit TRA.com or call 800-583-4890. 800-583-4890. Again, that's 800-583-4890. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Time is valuable. That's why Lowe's Blueprint Takeoffs turn blueprints into quotes faster. Bring us your plans, and we'll generate itemized material lists to make quoting easier so you can get back to building. Plus, at the Lowe's Pro Desk, you get access to thousands of building materials not sold in store. And when your order's ready, we'll deliver everything to the job site. Improving is easy at Lowe's.
Shoot the ball, Luka!
Sorry. It was weird.
Shoot the dang ball!
Right? I mean, that was weird.
Bruh!
Really weird. Yeah.
You are a shooter! You're Slovenian! You shoot the ball!
It was weird. Like, it was... Okay, shoot. What are you doing?
Yes! Why?
Yeah.
I did not think. I thought he was cut from the same cloth as Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant, LeBron, the greats, they never pass up an open shot.
I think he is,
they
and
never
that's what
have
made
doubt.
it so weird. It was a weird decision.
Well, that tells me like there's a disconnect somewhere. It is. That was just bad. It's maybe JJ didn't communicate the play properly, what he actually wanted. You didn't need a 3, right?
No, you're only down 1 point.
Yeah, so I don't know. It seems like they got caught betwixt and betweens, but I'd never thought with a guy like Luka that's that wide open off that screen, he shoots from there all the time.
No, that's I mean, it was a good design.
Yeah.
And we could argue, about whether or not they should have drawn up a play for a 3, but I keep coming back to what I said a second ago in crosstalk. Like, let's just make sure that you get a open look. Like in the NBA,
check,
especially for a player like Luka Doncic, that's a pretty good shot.
Absolutely.
That's a shot he should make 1 out of 3 times.
Yeah.
2 out of 5.
Yeah. Stafford throwing a pick 6 does not shock me. Stafford holding the ball when somebody's open. Yeah. What the hell happened to you?
Had he cut that loose, and even if he shot the ball like absolute hot garbage last night. But okay, so what? Here's what no one's going to say. What the hell's Luka doing taking that shot?
Right.
Nobody. Even on a night where he goes 0 for 1,000, which he basically did. It's like, he had a bad night. He's still our best guy.
Yeah. I heard some people talk maybe you should draw one up for Austin Reeves because he had a hotter hand. But it's Luka with a wide open shot. Shoot.
Yeah. Like, if you wanted to draw it up for Austin Reeves, I'm not going to jump up and down and bang on the desk like, what the heck are you doing? But I also, look, it's Luka Doncic. He's having an MVP caliber season. I know he's having a terrible night, but that made pretty good sense to me.
Yeah, remember that doubt thing we were talking about? Like, Luka long term, there's some doubt there a little bit. I don't know. I mean,
it was a weird deal.
It just tells me there's something wrong with those 3 on the floor at the same time.
Yeah.
When we talked about it for crosstalk, I think they may have figured it out. This don't work. We all do the same things
I think we're
here.
getting closer to that, cold hard realization that this may just be a mix that's not good enough. It just doesn't work out. It doesn't mean it was wrong or anything. It just doesn't work. And it's time to shuffle the deck.
It could purely be just coming off what we saw. You've lost 2 in a row. Everybody's panicking right now. they could come back out, like you said, and beat Phoenix on Thursday, and all is well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Well,
as
all
of right
at least will be quiet.
I hope that they beat Phoenix on Thursday
Yeah.
without Devin Booker and Dylan Brooks.
They're
who's
missing
been
half their
without-
team.
Exactly.
Yeah. They're
But,
missing half
well,
their guys.
well, we said the same thing about the Orlando Magic.
You're right.
That's
So-
true.
You're right about that. Let's get to the important stuff.
Yeah.
You hung out with Justin Bieber last night, Deondre?
Okay.
Chocolate decadence.
Right?
Yeah.
Man. And I'm holding that title now. You know what I mean?
Is that how he
whisper that
addressed
to
you,
Bieber?
Mr.
I
Decadence?
was like, you know,
Is that Mr. Decadence?
You need a chain that says chocolate decadence.
Is he going to come out with a new song called Chocolate Decadence?
Yep.
he should.
Oh.
Wow. You know,
You
it
can
might,
go.
be, it might be a collab.
Wait a minute.
No, Justin Bieber featuring Chocolate
With
Yeah,
Decadence.
That's
Justin
right.
Bieber cannot
Yeah.
sing chocolate decadence. That's not going to work.
No, he should not. But so I went down because I was helping out doing social media last night. Me and Jonathan were doing the social last night, and I was just doing some quick tweeting and stuff like that. And Beto came down, and Beto was talking to me, just like, you know, setting the scenes, like, hey, there might be some guys over here you might want to go look at and kind of stand over here. Cool, all right. And all of a sudden he's like, wait a minute. He's like, hey, that's Justin Bieber. I'm like, what? And sure enough, he started walking. He was there early.
Yeah.
For
Well, he's a
warm-ups.
real basketball fan.
Yeah,
like
he
he's
was-
an actual basketball fan.
So he sat there right behind on the baseline on the towards the Lakers bench, and I was like, you know, I gotta go get this and get this part ESPN Los Angeles social. So I went over there and I was like, hey man, just real quick, do you mind if I just get a video for our ESPN page? He's like, yeah, come on man, go ahead. So I got the video, and then I was like, hey, huge fan, appreciate your work in the music industry, just keep on doing good things. And I walked, you know, that was it.
Wow. And you
Simple.
did it right. You asked.
I asked,
Yeah. That's
yeah.
a big deal when just me saying hello to your camera is going to be like a big deal for you. At least you should ask, right?
No, yeah, because and then everyone everyone was asking me like, oh, like that, really he was polite. I'm like, yeah, he was super chill. Like, oh, you know, normally he's kind of, you know, been in the media, kind of been standoffish. But that's because there's two different levels to it. Like, it's paparazzi and there's flashing cameras. He's just trying to get to his destination compared to him actually going to Lakers games.
He's in his spot.
Exactly.
Yeah,
you know what it was, right? Chocolate decadence.
Yeah. Couldn't hurt.
That's what it was.
Couldn't hurt.
Yeah. You
It's Wednesday.
recognized.
Greg is here with us as well. Hello,
What's
Greg.
happening? What's
Standing
happening?
in the back corner. I got to crane my neck
I
back
know.
here
I
to look at you.
don't like being in the corner
right?
either.
See?
Yeah.
They
Thank
put Fergie
you.
in the corner. I don't really like it that much.
Plus, there's
Put
like
baby in the corner.
there's like six panes of glass between me and you, and so I get like a quadruple reflection of myself and Deondre and you. It's like a fun house. in
It's
here.
really weird. We'll work on trying to change that whole thing. I don't know
Space
when that's going to
Odyssey.
happen. But did you, DeMarco? Did you say betwixt multiple times today?
Betwixt and betweens. You never heard that?
Yeah, I have, but it's been multiple times. All of a sudden, I keep hearing from you betwixt.
Well, that's what happened to Luca. Sometimes you get caught, and usually when that stuff happens, you're thinking.
Yeah.
You're thinking about something instead of playing your sport, so that you get caught betwixt and betweens. That's when guys fumble. That's when guys make mistakes. Like you're thinking about something, like maybe he's trying to process what JJ said, what the play actually is. I'm not sure. I've got this shot. And I'm
late.
caught.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I mean?
Too late.
Betwixt and betweens,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, it really didn't matter. I mean, if we're going to go into it, it really didn't matter who the ball went to at that point. The play worked.
Yes.
You could put of anybody that
Well,
you wanted in that position.
yeah.
The play worked
Do
for
we
an
have
open
JJ's
shot.
comments? Because I don't know. The play got an open look for Luka to my eyes, to our eyes. I'm not sure if that's exactly what he wanted. You didn't need a three. Why would you dial up a play to get a shot from that far?
It was open.
Yeah, all the pieces. I'd find it very hard to believe that wasn't what they drew up because it worked, right? Like
To get him the
coming
ball
off
there.
the screen.
Yeah.
To DeAndre mentioned this. Like DeAndre Ayton actually did a really good job of creating a pick for him to come off. Like it was open. It wasn't one of those because occasionally you'll have one of those moments where it gets very chaotic and the ball just kind of gets thrown in.
Yeah.
And this was by design.
Or we're trying to get this here, a guy going
Yeah.
to the basket. We're expecting this coverage or this defense, and you get a completely different look.
Mm-hmm.
Now I got the ball in a spot. I'm like, oh, my God, wait, I thought we were – and then it's too late. Hey, LeBron, bail me out.
So we have
that's-
JJ's comments on if you want to hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't had a chance to really get into it with Luka. We obviously, ran a play for him to get a look. I felt like we had a decent shot, and I don't know if he thought Isaac was going to overhelp and he could hit LeBron there, but I thought you look at the sequence of events there in the last, whatever it was, 36 seconds. We went for a 2-for-1. We executed it. We get a wide open three from Rui. That's a great shot for us, one of our best shots that we can get. Doesn't make it, but we, get the ball out of bounds on a deflection. We execute our inbounds. AR set a great screen. LeBron created a lot of thrust on that with some red confusion, and we score. And then we get a stop, and just not able to secure the rebound. And that's really, to me, like, you go into this game, with their size and their strength, it's going to be a rock fight. And we lose the scoring opportunity by 8 in a 1-point game. Like, that's the game. We had more turnovers than them, and they got more offensive rebounds than us.
All right, I want to tell you what I heard listening to that. We'll do that when we come back, because I think that that was very artfully done by a guy who has not been doing this for very long. You could tell JJ has a very solid background in media with the way that he answered that question. That's coming up next. It is a Live Nation day. It's your chance to win with Live Nation on ESPN LA. Listen all day for your shot at tickets to see Santana and the Doobie Brothers at the iconic Hollywood Bowl in August. When you hear the cue to call, be caller number 7, and you could be heading to the show presented by Live Nation. It is DeMarco and Travis, ESPN LA.
Purple and gold-blooded. The Lake Show play here.
Tomorrow, it's a Western Conference clash under the desert lights. The purple and gold look to take over Phoenix, Arizona.
Luka, long three. It's good. Huge three by Luka.
The Lake Show Battle the Suns. Coverage begins tomorrow at 4:30 p.m.
Every dribble, every dunk. This is the home of the Lakers. 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Tax season is officially here, and before you blow it all on gadgets or golf clubs, let me throw out a smarter play. VisionWorks. If it's been a minute since your last eye exam, this is the perfect time to invest in something that actually matters, your vision. VisionWorks has eye exams, stylish frames, and trusted doctors to make sure your eyes are always game ready. You got that refund for a reason, so put it to some good use. There are 7 VisionWorks locations in the OC, Santa Ana, Fullerton, Brea, Rancho Santa Margarita, Buena Park, Lake Forest, and Laguna Niguel. VisionWorks, see the difference.
Waba Grill is an LA original, so we've got to keep it real. Real fresh with our Asian-inspired menu that's grilled to order every time. Real quality with our marinated proteins like hormone-free chicken, ribeye steak, wild-caught salmon, and shrimp. Head to Waba Grill for $5 happy hour weekdays after 3 p.m. and try our new chili crisp dumplings paired with a premium or beverage drink like our delicious Thai tea, both for only $5. Only at Waba Grill. It's for you.
Access to education changes lives. That's why National University provides flexible online and hybrid programs from associate to doctorate degrees. Since 1971, NU was built to serve non-traditional working and military learners nationwide. NU understands the demands of work, family, and service. Each year, more than 130,000 learners trust National University to move forward. Visit nu.edu to learn more.
Empower. Pete's back on the links with all new golf clubs and hopefully less swearing.
Dang, sliced it.
He worked with Empower to help him get good at money, so he can be a little bad.
Heads up!
Oof. Talent sold separately.
Guy said these were slice-proof.
At least he has money for lessons. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
It's DeMarco Farr and Travis Rogers for your afternoon drive.
One specific request. I don't have to pay attention, care, or try.
Yes.
More DeMarco and Travis right now.
DeMarco asked an important question during the break. Sua sent me a picture. He's on a fishing trip, and he caught this barracuda. It's pretty nasty looking.
Scary.
Yeah. Like, barracuda's pretty aggressive.
It could hurt you, yes.
And I said to DeMarco and Laura and Greg during the break, I don't mess with animals.
Right.
Like, I just no interest. Like, I don't want to go fishing. Like, the woods scare me because there are apex predators out there, like mountain lions and
you
bears.
Just added that one. Yeah.
But you asked me about dogs. Like I have a reputation as being somebody that hates dogs.
Yeah,
here
you do.
at 710.
You hate dogs.
I don't. I
You
just
lack
don't.
whimsy, too.
I just no. I'm actually more whimsical than I used to be.
Oh, that's good.
I've
That's
improved on my whimsy. I just don't want a dog. Like that's the difference between like if I know Greg, you have a dog that you
have a
that
preference
you love.
for dogs,
right?
Lola.
Like,
Okay.
and that's wonderful. I'm happy that you have something in your life that you love. That makes me happy because I want you to be happy. I just don't want one. That doesn't mean that
That's
I
fine.
hate them.
Not everybody has to be a dog person.
Yes.
It's a lot of responsibility. Okay, people that are not dog people are weird.
See, you just called him weird.
No, because he is a dog person. He just doesn't want a dog person. I mean, a dog.
Like
dog right now.
if a golden retriever came into the studio, I would pet it. I'm not afraid of it. I'm not like it's fine. But if you said, "Hey, Trav, you want to take it home?"
Of dogs?
No,
Nope.
they just don't like dogs. I've met people like Beto's a different case.
Cat people. You're talking about cat people.
No, I know cat people that like dogs, but Beto was bitten by a dog, so I get his hesitance to dogs. But there's just
afraid of dogs.
there's people that genuinely have never liked dogs. I've never been bitten, or they're just like they're not for me. I'm like, you're weird.
We had a dog as a kid, and I loved the dog. And here's why I love the dog. Here's my interaction with the dog. Occasionally, I'd walk the dog. I'd play with the dog. I'd pet the dog. I would, sit next to the dog and get companionship and comfort and all those things. I never had to feed it. I never had to pay for the food. I never had to take it to the vet. I never had. My mom did
you
all
pick
this
up the
stuff.
poop?
Occasionally, but my mom took my mom was crazy about that dog. Did everything for the dog, and
That's
it was great.
Why
But-
I asked you the question.
Yeah,
you
don't
said,
want one.
Yeah, you don't hate dogs.
No,
you
not
just
at all.
don't prefer dogs.
Yeah.
I've met people that hate dogs.
Yeah,
that's
no,
why
that's
I
not
asked
me.
you.
That's
Yes,
not me.
We'd have issues.
Do
if
you guys
hated
don't have a
dogs.
dog? Do you?
I've had like
I know
7
you
dogs
have,
in my life.
but you don't have one right now.
We just, Waffles just
Waffles.
Yeah,
That was it.
Yeah, Waffles. Couple years ago.
It's a good name for a dog. Waffles.
It is a good
I
name.
like that name.
We got him. We adopted him, and this is when the oldest one was 10, 11. Like, what makes you happy? She said, waffles.
There
There it is.
Perfect
There it is.
answer.
Right,
Waffles.
perfect. Yes, there we go.
Waffles is a better name for dogs than pancakes, and waffles are a better food than pancakes. So that works both ways.
Do you guys
Wait, hold on.
I don't mind picking
I need to
seconds.
stop. I need to stop this all right now. Did you say waffles are better than pancakes?
That's what he said.
Yes.
That is complete nonsense. Explain to me how
He's
they're
right,
better.
by the
Oh,
way.
no, it's very easy.
Absolutely
But
not.
I'm going to tell you
Absolutely
why.
not.
No, this
He's
is
right.
because
No.
a waffle has two things that a pancake does not. Number one, it has little pockets
Little
that
crevices.
will collect whatever it is you like to put on your
Yeah.
butter,
Yep.
whether it's
Syrup.
butter or syrup
I got a
or
rebuttal to
jelly
this. I'm
or
sure you do
whatever.
too.
So
Yeah.
it has all of these things. The other thing a waffle has that a pancake usually does not, unless somebody is very, very skilled at making their pancakes, it has a little crunch and a little edge and a little texture to it. A pancake feels like you're eating a big pile of mush.
Oh, I love pancakes.
Yeah.
So do I. I'm pancakes all day. The
I don't
problem-
want crunchy. Yeah.
I don't exactly.
Yeah,
I don't want
see?
crunchy, and also, it's very hard to get the right crunch on a waffle because a lot of times it's too crunchy and they go too far with it.
That's a bad waffle.
That's
I'm
a
not
bad
talking
waffle.
about
That's
a
why
bad
you're talking
waffle.
about- yeah.
I'm talking about a good one.
It's much easier to make a good pancake than a good waffle.
yes.
All pancakes
Yes.
are perfectly mediocre. They're fine,
Oh,
but they're
great.
not good. But a well-made waffle with the edge, especially get that round one
Well-made.
where they have the thing that you flip
That's
it back
art.
and forth.
Yeah.
That's art.
But
Yeah,
you have to be
The
good
only
at it.
place where it's been consistent for me is Waffle House.
Well, yeah,
they know
Every
what they're
place
doing.
else has been hit or miss.
Yeah.
Even when I do it myself.
What about
but-
Roscoe's?
Roscoe's, thank
Okay,
you.
Roscoe's
Thank
is
you.
good, too.
100%. Yes, but
The chat agrees.
Yeah.
86% waffles, 14%.
Oh,
pancakes.
yeah.
that's all right. We're good.
86% of you are nuts. Me
More
and you.
pancakes for us.
Let's go
More
get
pancakes
waffles.
for us. There you go.
Pancakes afterwards.
You know what no one's ever said? Boy, those pancakes sure hit the spot.
I say it all the time.
No,
What do you mean?
You eat them when you're drunk or hungover,
No.
or they're just
Sunday
there.
morning pancakes.
thank you.
Those hit
Why
the
not just
spot.
eat a giant loaf of bread?
Big lump of butter.
It's the same
strawberry
stuff.
syrup,
What's in a
yeah.
pancake and
they're-
a waffle?
But no, I understand that's what the difference is important. The distinction is very important here because you do get the pockets that allow you to put more of the good stuff, and you get a little bit of that crunch.
And you know
See?
what happens with those
Yeah.
pockets? They get real soggy real fast. Like if you don't
You're-
know
you're- you're-
Not
not-
on my plate.
Not a problem in the Rogers household. Yeah,
That would hit on that. Not
I'm
on my plate.
unfamiliar with that particular
No.
complaint.
The answer
Yeah,
is
so
pancakes.
you're cool
and
with
it's
dogs and you hate
really not
pancakes.
that close.
I would prefer waffles. I don't hate pancakes. If you give me pancakes, I'd eat
What
it.
do you hate more, dogs or pancakes?
Pancakes. Pancakes by a lot.
Can we just say
By
though,
a
like
lot.
the cinnamon waffles and stuff like that, when you add it in there, it's a good mix. And like people try to do like the blueberry on a pancake.
Hey, that's my favorite.
overrated.
That's
It's
my
overrated.
favorite
Don't have that.
pancake.
Overrated.
Chocolate chip pancakes?
Overrated.
She
Delicious.
called you weird. You're dead. Don't
prefer-
yuck my yum.
Prefer a blueberry pancake to a plain one.
Thank
Yes.
you.
You know what
How
else
about a
is good in
chocolate chip pancake?
Okay, not bad.
No,
I'm
overrated.
not
I'm
great.
not
Overrated.
10.
Not
Yeah,
great.
you're right.
Overrated chocolate
that's
chip
the
Yeah.
answer.
It's like a muffin. Yeah.
Here's the deal. Have you ever had the pecan pancakes?
No.
So Elmer's, right?
Yes.
That breakfast place.
Yes.
They have like a butter pecan pancake where they chop up pecans in the
Oh.
batter.
You like it?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. No, they
Okay.
also put them in a waffle.
I'll
much
try
crunch.
it. I'll try
Yeah.
it, but
Too
I'm
much
more
crunch.
standard, either buttermilk or blueberry, and that's it.
Both- yeah,
that's
fine.
all I need. And
Blueberry is the
yes,
king of the pancakes.
matter of fact, after the show's over.
No, you're going to Panda like you always do.
I'm going for pancakes
They're going to
today.
have it sitting in the box when you come through the door,
Yeah.
just like you do.
Dude, I tried to go yesterday. No parking. I'm not waiting. I'm leaving.
so you
I went
just
home.
U-turned it right
I'm
out of
going
there?
home. I'm not waiting. Nope.
Oh, you really are like about the efficiency
I
of it all.
refuse to wait. Like for food, I can like where I can get better food. I'm not going to wait on it.
Is
you know
it
what
the
I mean?
same people that are there every day?
Pretty much.
The workers?
Yeah, pretty
Okay.
much.
Could you not tell them, hey, I'm coming through here at 6:30 again. Just have it ready. I'll come in. I'll just
I
take
still
cash.
have to park. It's right next to that USC bar.
The
what's-
Nino?
Yeah, I didn't know that
Okay.
was the bar for
Oh,
SC.
Yeah.
That is
For-
the joint down there right next to a Panda
That's
Express.
the-
That's the SC
the
bar.
Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah, always.
Really?
Yeah.
When my buddies used to be at a fraternity down there, always
No
you go to the Nino.
way.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's pretty out in, right out in the street there.
Yeah,
you know?
well, they're college kids.
Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, ours was kind of hidden away a little bit. We're off the beaten path. That's like right there.
We had both. We had there were places that were right there, and then there were places that you kind of had to know about. that
Okay,
you had to
right.
kind of work to get to, and you didn't tell too many people because you didn't want it to get too crazy.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Not too bad. You got donuts, you got Subway, you got Panda, you got McDonald's right there.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah.
Drink
See,
and eat.
If you do well at the Nino, then you do you hit for the Grand Slam and you hit all three on your
get
way
it.
out of there.
I get
That's
it.
more of a
Yeah.
Denny's thing, but sure.
Yeah. No, not a Grand Slam, the Grand Slam. Yeah, that's how that works.
Yes.
All right, I want to listen to this JJ thing again because we were talking about, what was his take on how the Laker game ended last night. And I think that he did something very, very artful, and I'm going to tell you where the art takes place. Give me the sound again.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't had a chance to really get into it with Luka. We obviously, ran a play for him to get a look. I felt like we had a decent shot, and I don't know if he thought Isaac was going to overhelp and he could hit LeBron there, but I thought you look at the sequence of events there.
Right there. That's where the art takes place, okay? The answer he was asked the question, what happened on that last play, right?
Mm-hmm.
What he wants to say and what he did say is...
Can I guess? Luka blanked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What he wants to say is, I don't effing know. He was wide open. I drew up a play. He was right there. Did you hear what he said? He's like, JJ Redick is really well spoken. JJ Redick is very articulate. He is a guy that sat in center court calling games for ESPN. He knows what's up, and he can't find. He's like, well, I haven't had a chance to talk to Luka. I mean, we drew up. He got a decent look. I'm not quite sure. And then he very artfully started talking about everything else.
Yes.
He started talking about Rui. He starts talking about rebounding. He starts talking about everything but
remarkable
that possession.
clarity. Yeah.
And it's like bang, 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 bang. Because he wanted to answer the question, and then he realized there's no good way for me to answer this that isn't going to create another problem for me. So he just punted on it and started talking about other stuff.
You Dodger folk. Has Showhei ever blown it at all?
I mean, he strikes
messed
out a
up?
lot. He strikes out a lot.
Has he ever messed up? Striking out is one thing. Messing up.
There was one moment, and I can't tell you where he made a very dumb move on the bases last year, where he tried to steal third base or go first to third.
Yes.
It was one of those. No, bro, that's just dumb.
That's
you can't
just
do
bad.
that. Yeah.
I try to remember how Dave handled it.
It happens.
Because you've got to be gentle.
I think and I'm going by memory here, but I think it was one of those. Showhei knew that probably wasn't the time to be aggressive.
Right. Okay.
Which was a very artful way of saying, that was dumb. We addressed it. We're moving forward.
Right.
But
But very artful what he did.
Yeah, but what JJ said in there is what I heard out of that was him saying, I don't know if he thought that Isaac was closing in on him, and then he didn't, and he tried to get it off to LeBron. So that's what I think happened. And when he was trying to draw everybody in, but then he picked up his dribble.
Yeah.
So he's like, now I'm stuck here. Do I shoot the ball? Oh, no, I don't know what to do. I'm going to go up and down, and then I'm going to pass it off to LeBron, hand him a grenade, and that was the end of it. I don't know
from
if
our eyes,
Chocolate Decadence saw the same thing, or
it looks like they got an open look, but I think there's more to that play. But they can't tell us that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of talking that needs to go on. They just got caught.
Yeah, it felt to me like JJ was, I drew up a play. I got the look. After that,
he's right.
I haven't talked to him.
He's right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because if you would have said to JJ before the timeout, hey, listen, Luka Doncic is going to have a wide-open 25-footer. Do you want that?
Yes.
Yes. And that's what they got. They got a wide-open shot. Now, maybe there was plan B and C and D off of that they never got to, but I just thought listening to him that this was he wanted, and then he realized there's no way out of this other than me saying he blanked the play up. What do you want from me? So he started talking about everything but that.
the other part of it was that he said, "Oh, I haven't talked to him yet," or either one did. Mm-hmm. LeBron walked out first. Luka started walking out also, and while Luka was talking out, him and JJ were talking to each other.
Yeah.
So, I get it. Coaches don't tell the whole truths, but you could see it on camera that they were talking to each other, and it had to be about that play. It wasn't like, "Hey, where are you going to dinner tonight?"
Yeah.
Can I be honest with you? After the game, I actually went down in the tunnel and seen him walking through.
Who's he? JJ?
JJ.
Okay.
And you can just see him kind of like frustration. Like there's some stuff brewing up right now because that was a game they needed last night to kind of boost the morale, go into this road trip against the Phoenix Suns, the Golden State Warriors, the Sacramento Kings, get off back into the right track, start to climb in the Western Conference standings, and then you go in a game like that and you lose in that fashion, in that way where it came down to the last couple possessions. It's something that's going to, you got to take a real look at this team as far as how can they move forward and actually get better because there is no wiggle room for them to get better right now.
This is going to test how much of a team you really are.
Let's do that next. Let's talk about how they get better and whether there actually is a fit or these pieces just simply don't make a complete puzzle. That's coming up next. It's DeMarco and Travis, ESPN LA.
Hey, you can tune in to DeMarco and Travis all week for your chance to win a pair of tickets to Pechanga Resorts Casino's annual wine festival and chocolate decadence. No, the one at Pechanga, not you. I love it, though. Saturday, March 7th. So all you got to do when you hear the cue to call is get your sweet talk on. You can talk me and Travis into these tickets. Yesterday was great. I thought Monday was awesome. Yesterday was even better. Let's see if we can top it. So give us your story. Why do you need these tickets? You can call us up. So when you hear the cue to call, get ready to sweet talk us for a night of chocolate and wine. Visit Pechanga.com for tickets and details. Cheers.
Don't miss the countdown to kickoff. Presented by BMO, official bank of LAFC.
Saturday at noon, LAFC co-president and general manager John Thorrington joins the show. Plus a look ahead to LAFC's first MLS road test of 2026 in Houston versus the Dynamo. And what a night it was at the Coliseum last week versus Messi. It's Countdown to Kickoff presented by BMO. Join me Saturday at noon on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
BMO presents Countdown to Kickoff, hosted by Mario Ruiz on ESPN LA.
Hey, it's John Ireland. Watching a Laker game is so much more than just a game. It's the moments before tip-off, the people you're with, and the food you're sharing. That's why I love BBGO. BBGO is perfect for at-home watch parties or a night of hoops. Their food is bold and packed with flavor, bowls for a quick meal, dumplings and fried rice for everyone at the table. Vibe on a wave of Korean food and culture with BBGO. Look for BBGO at your local grocery store in the Asian and freezer aisles. BBGO for it and bring something different to the table.
The most recognized jingle in Los Angeles has a new number.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob 1-800-345-6789. Call Jacob.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now. I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code VAN for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code VAN for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code VAN.
It's DeMarco Farr and Travis Rogers.
You sleep naked?
I do. Completely unencumbered.
He likes to be free.
Put him in the box.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis rolls on.
So if you and I are on the road and we get caught in the same motel and we got to share a room,
Yeah.
you can't sleep unless you're naked.
I would prefer to be unencumbered.
Back to the guys.
Sorry, Travis. I'm going to the Alamo on this thing. Me and Bergman. It's pancakes.
Be my guest.
Pancakes all the way.
You can have as many as you'd like.
Thank you.
When?
Do you like IHOP pancakes?
Of course.
Thank you. With the lump of butter right in the middle.
Oh, yeah, right in the middle, and it just kind of like sinks
Sliding,
through.
yes.
Yeah.
What syrup do you use?
So I'm just regular maple syrup.
Okay.
I do not use any of the fancy flavored
I
old-fashioned.
told him
old-fashioned.
stack the butter and give me that strawberry syrup, and I am so happy.
I don't. It's too sweet. Too sweet.
No. Perfect. More. More. Yes. Love it.
What
Okay.
you described is perfectly fine.
Yes.
But it's not as good as a well-done waffle.
Like you need the well-done waffle.
I know, but why are we settling for mediocrity, Greg? Why don't we shoot for the stars here?
Because it's very rare. I'm not going to go to IHOP and get a perfect waffle. I am going to go to IHOP and
get a perfect pancake.
That's right.
Yes.
I understand what you're saying, but there are places that sell waffles other than IHOP.
No, I understand, but most of those places also are not going to be. They're going to overcook the waffle, or they're going to undercook the waffle.
Dang right.
You can't really undercook or overcook a pancake. They all work the same.
Even though you don't like
Reach
strawberry syrup.
Reach higher. Insist on a better made waffle.
We can fight together, even though you don't like strawberry syrup. You're wrong there.
It is pretty sweet. A little bit's fine.
No,
Like
this
a
me and
bite or
him.
two.
We're in the Alamo. You're on the outside, waffle people.
I don't want in. I'm going to stay. To use your Alamo analogy, I'm going to stay in Mexico.
What's the walk in San Antonio called? It's like the city walk. What is the
Riverwalk.
Riverwalk. You're on
Yes.
the Riverwalk right now.
Yeah.
The river. Have you ever done that?
No. From what I heard, it's not great.
It's stop telling people that's the highlight of your city.
Oh,
like San Antonio is
Really?
actually.
That bad?
I like San Antonio. Like I'm not
Yeah.
even anti-San Antonio. Of the Texas cities I've been to, San Antonio is perfectly fine. A lot of good restaurants and nice people. Right? I like it. The Riverwalk, you can have it.
Not so much?
No,
Okay.
think of the Pirates of Caribbean only funkier and grosser.
Really?
You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like you just kind of sit there. It's like this grody river that kind of floats through there. It's just, it's not great. There's a lot of places that are great. Let's just not do the Riverwalk.
Don't lead with that. Yes.
Right.
Don't
Right.
lead with that one.
Yeah.
You know, we also need a little bit better from the Lakers. That's all I'm saying.
I just
Nice
think
transition.
Thank you.
it doesn't fit. It just doesn't fit.
well,
and I think it's pretty obvious that it doesn't fit.
It doesn't look good now. The problem is,
When has it looked good?
well, you've got a short runway now, and I think with time they could figure it out. The problem is you're up against it. You got to be good now.
In the year that
Yeah.
they've been together, these three guys, and I know that there's been a lot of injuries and a lot of missed time, but for what we thought it was going to be and to what it is frequently, there's a huge gap, right? Like when we thought that those three guys together, we're talking about Luka Doncic, LeBron James, Austin Reeves, that those three guys, and I want to be very specific here. I'm not talking about any of the defensive stuff. We knew that would be bad, and it is, but that's not a surprise. I think what is a surprise is on the offensive end. Occasionally it's good, but it's also occasionally not good at all. And I think last night was a good example of it. And I think if there was proof of concept, we would see the good version far more often than we have. And I get it. There's been holes, there's been injuries, there's been all sorts of stuff. But in the totality of time they've been together, I think it's been kind of yeah, why isn't this better than we thought? And that's alarming to me.
Let Decadence take this one because Russell Westbrook, I'm right there with you. The moment they said go, ain't going to work.
Nope.
Square peg, round hole, not going to work, blew up in your face. Ha, told you.
Yeah.
This, I'm surprised.
I am too.
Yeah. Super surprised.
I'm not surprised that they're kind of in this moment where they can't figure out offensively because you have three guys who primarily like to do what? They like to have the ball in their hands and like to create opportunities for other.
Mm-hmm.
And the spacing of that aspect does not work because LeBron James, he's not technically considered a knockdown three-point shooter. He's gotten better throughout the course of his career at knocking down the three-point ball. So it allows teams to kind of live with LeBron James because they do not want him to do what? Dribble penetration and get to the basket. That is his bread and butter, and that's where he's best at his game. Austin Reeves, same thing. Ball in his hands. He likes to go one-on-one, likes to create his own shot. When defense collapses, he likes to kick out and find others. You have that, and you get to this point where the offense gets so stagnant to where Luka Doncic has the ball in his hands. One guy is standing, another guy is standing. There's no spacing.
There was a time in the game last night. I thought LeBron in the first quarter was pretty active. And then I don't know if I've ever said this about LeBron James before. There was times where you almost forgot he was out there. Like, we used to criticize Anthony Davis for that occasionally, right? Like, hey, oh my gosh, he's actually out there, and you just kind of lose track of him. I don't think I've ever thought about that with LeBron. And for periods of time last night, it's like LeBron just kind of felt like he was running up and down the court. Like he really wasn't involved in what was going on. And I think to your point, Deondre, it's because what makes him is I'm going to have the ball and I'm going to either get mine, which he has done to the tune of more than anybody in the history of the game, or I'm going to set up opportunities for people all over. That's Luka's game too, right? And two of those guys together, I to your point, DeMarco, I thought that when they put them together, guys, they're both basketball geniuses. They will figure it out. Doesn't feel like they have. And it may be just you can't have two things that do the same thing. Even if they're both A+, but you have two A+ that are exactly the same, it's not as good as having an A+ and a B+ that do different things.
Yeah, I think this might be the beginning. This is going to end up in a train wreck. Because at some point, Luke is going to tell you how he really feels or something. He's going to confirm some stuff or whatever. JJ was close. He artfully dodged it. At some point, somebody's going to ask the right question.
Is this not already kind of a train wreck at
Not
this point?
yet.
I mean, I know what the record says, but if you look at the record and really dissect it, they're terrible against the top of the league. They only have, I think, 2 wins against good teams, and was San Antonio, and they have a Denver win. Phoenix is bad. Phoenix is
Phoenix isn't bad.
Well, no, with Booker and
they're just decimated.
Are you fighting with decadence?
No, I will never fight with chocolate decadence. but the issue is, it doesn't make sense to me. Why does this offense not have more ball movement? When you have 3 guys that like to move the ball around, Luka, one of the best at moving the ball around, LeBron, one of the best at moving the ball around. You were just talking about how Austin Reeves was a guy that likes to dribble, penetrate, and kick out. The ball doesn't move, and it's crazy to think that 3 guys that like to move the ball around do not move the ball around.
Because all of it is what, to your point, Greg, everything is off the dribble. Everything they do is off the dribble. Austin Reeves is not a guy who's going to make a splashing cut. Everything he likes to do is primarily off the dribble. LeBron, you will get that occasionally of him doing cuts from from one of the wings and stuff like that. But that is all depending on how the offense is set up. And you can make all the case you want as far as JJ Redick and getting them into the right offense, but it's hard when you have guys who primarily do their craftiness on the offensive floor with the ball in their hands. So you try to put all 3 of them on the basketball court together, especially when you don't have enough reps. It's a difficult thing to try to do when you only have a limited time to figure it out.
The other thing that gets me, and the train wreck, Greg, is if they're mathematically eliminated or if they
fair enough.
fall into the play-in. That is a disaster, and then you start asking real questions. And then
that's not going to happen, thankfully, but yeah.
Hopefully not, but we'll see. The other thing is that galls me is Orlando didn't play that great. You know what I mean?
Or have their best players.
That's what I'm saying.
Paolo Banchero played great.
He did,
especially in the third quarter.
Yes,
he was
great,
phenomenal.
But if they have 3 good players, 2 of them didn't play.
Yes.
Sure. Desmond Bain hit big shots down the stretch.
Yeah. That's the other thing.
Desmond Bain hit 3-pointers, big 3-pointers down the stretch. Rui missed 3-pointers down the stretch.
Yeah.
It was
he had one, and it was a good play where they actually ran a nice offense. It was an actual set, and Rui was wide open in the corner. He knocked it down to take the lead with up 2 at that point.
Yeah.
Knockdown shot. I'm just saying.
The shot that he had in the final minute, how was that one?
Okay, but look at the shot. I'm saying, look at the stretch of Austin Reeves going down the middle trying to draw a foul, and he's flailing his body on the floor and leads to a transition bucket.
Terrible in the first half.
But I'm saying, I get it. We put the blame, but the sole reason is because the offense they have no wiggle room to make any room for error. And that's what happens when they get into moments like that against a team who is a lot more physical and they match their intensity. They can't match teams' intensity. LeBron James said it himself. We can't sustain energy and effort for 48 minutes. That is a problem.
You can't, if just as an aside to Rob Pelinka, if Luka and LeBron cannot coexist, if these three guys are bad offensively, and we find that out for sure, you can't put that on Pelinka. Because Luka fell into his lap.
No, that particular issue,
does
I
not
don't think goes on his report card. I think that goes on somebody else's. But I do think I want to go back to the train wreck thing. We're going to get to that coming up, maybe 15 minutes or so. I want to go to the idea of we keep talking about the three of these guys, and that's fair. But I think that we got our math off by one.
Hey.
I think it's more of a twosome problem than it is a threesome problem. That's coming up in just a little bit. What's coming up next? The far side. The far side is coming up. It's DeMarco and Travis, ESPN LA.
You never know what you're going to get when you wake up with Sedano and Cap.
Because I wish we could all pull off the stuff you end up pulling off. Hence why you're a badass. Hence why you're a chingong. There's no way you actually believe any of this stuff. Or maybe perhaps actually that's part of the act. You convince yourself that you are right.
George,
and that way, if like they were ever to put you on like a lie detector, you would actually pass because you actually believe the nonsense you're saying.
It's the morning show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
Bowling, 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 everybody's bowling. I don't mean to brag, but they don't call me Mr. Pinhead for nothing. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Bowling! Canyon Lanes at Morongo is a strike, spare, and side-splitting good time.
Number 2.
Rick Ross, live March 20th, only at Morongo.
And the number 1 reason.
We're giving away a Ford Bronco this Friday. There's still time. Play now. Earn entries on your rewards card. Be there to win.
Morongo, good times.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Billy, your gas light's on. We need to stop and fill up.
No way, Jen. Gas around here is too expensive. We can make it a little further.
Billy, listen to your big sister. You don't need to drive all over searching for the lowest gas prices. Do what I do and use Upside.
Upside?
Do you live under a rock, Billy? Upside is the hottest cash back app out there. It's free to download, and you get real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy. Top users make between $200 to $300 per month.
You can make that kind of cash back just for buying the gas you have to buy anyway?
Yes, I'm looking at the Upside app now, and there's a gas station at the next exit offering 25 cents per gallon cash back.
Okay, I'm stopping to download Upside and fill up my tank. Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code GOOD25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, to PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code GOOD25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code GOOD25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A Good Karma Brands radio station.
And it is the DeMarco and Travis afternoon show right here on ESPN LA.
The Far Side.
And it's time for the Far Side, presented by our friends at Highlands.
The Far Side.
Weekday afternoons at 4 p.m.
Time for the Far Side with DeMarco Far, right now on the Travis and DeMarco afternoon show on ESPN LA.
Oh, Dave, you got to let it go, Dave. Dave Christensen, one of my favorite dudes. He was the dude that actually recruited me to Washington.
Okay.
He was the guy that came to visit me at Kennedy when I was in high school and did the whole thing with the UW and had the briefcase and, were interested in all that stuff.
Yeah.
I had to go sit in the coach's office, meet the recruiter and all this stuff. And my recruitment was so funny because everybody assumed I was going to UCLA.
You've
and
told me that, yeah.
Pissed me off. It really did. Like, they just stopped recruiting me. He's going to be a Bruin.
UCLA stopped recruiting you, or everybody?
Some other schools that I could have been interested in. Actually, I wasn't interested in, but they were like, "You're not coming here."
You wanted to be told you were pretty.
A little bit. It's recruiting.
I get it.
I mean,
get it.
You know, we still count letters in the house. So anyway, Dave Christensen is a guy that recruited me to UW. He became a head coach. Great dude. I think he still coaches professional football in Germany.
Okay.
There's a whole German football league. Anyway, did you see that post I did this morning about the VersaClimber?
I missed it.
Okay, so I set a personal record on the VersaClimber.
Oh, nice.
That thing sucks.
Oh, that's a bitch.
Any of you guys ever ride a VersaClimber?
I don't even know what a VersaClimber is.
It's the thing where you're you're climbing
like
a ladder.
Yes.
Ivan Drago. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, gotcha.
That
yeah.
whole thing. So
5 minutes on that, I'm done.
Okay, so I did 30 minutes today.
Woo!
Right. So it was like 1,200 feet.
Was there a pool of water underneath the VersaClimber?
That was my Instagram post, right? My get your ass up was that.
Yeah.
I showed the sweat, and I flipped off the VersaClimber. Anyway, so Dave, who I haven't heard of in years, gives me a Facebook message and says, I've come a long way since I missed the first mile at UW. So when I was at UW, I was horribly out of shape my freshman year. I had no idea what shape was. I thought football was you played until you tried not to get tired.
Yeah.
I had not been through that part of it yet. So for people that knew me then, they think I'm out of shape. But that guy inspired who I am now.
Sure.
Right. So I learned how to fight through that. But at that moment, I made the whole team run a lot.
Oh,
Yeah.
you bringing up the rear?
Oh, my God. It was bad. My first camp was horrible. So we had to do these hundreds.
Yeah.
And, you had to do them in, 10, 11 seconds. Or you had to, or the whole group has to do them again.
I hate that rule.
Right. So,
I hate that
bro,
rule.
they had to do 15 extra because of me.
Yeah.
Oh, they hated me from the
Now,
jump.
did they pull you out of the line and everyone else, or did you have to still get in under
I had
11
to go
too?
to the red line. The red line is for injured people. Yeah, I was the first Husky to go to the red line for being out of shape.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
What size were you at that point?
I wasn't big. I was just completely out of shape. I didn't do anything all summer because I had no idea. I remember my uncle asked me at a party, have you been working out? I said, no, I'll get in shape in camp. See how dumb I was?
Nope, that doesn't work.
Absolutely. I went up there in my worst shape ever. It was hell. So anyway, Dave pops in, and I don't know if that's a shot or him saying hello.
Both?
It might be. I don't know. I'm not that guy anymore, Dave.
Yeah.
But anyway, love
That's
you.
funny.
He was that dude. So anyway, the far side. I was talking about NFL free agency. 3 guys I'm really interested in seeing where they go. One is Kyler Murray. I want to see if the Cardinals can find somebody to bite because I'm sure they would make the deal if somebody wants to take him on.
It feels like that's run its course. The GM was saying, "Oh, we've been in touch with Kyler," and Kyler's like, "No, they haven't." They're calling each other out. That feels like it's over.
Yeah.
Whether or not they can get somebody to bite is another question, but the idea of him coming back and quarterbacking that team feels like the last option.
I wouldn't want to rob a bank with Kyler. He would rat you out.
Yeah.
Yeah. All you got to do is tell the story right, and we're out of here. He would tell the truth.
I don't trust him either.
Somebody might take him because this is me. I'm on an island by myself here. I think that dude is insanely talented. He is a defensive nightmare. If you can keep that Kyler, you might have something going. Depends on where he goes. I know
he's been in the league a long time, and we've only seen that guy briefly.
True, but it's tough for any quarterback in Arizona,
Fair.
just like the Jets. The other guy is Tua. I wonder what happens to him because Miami wants to move on. I think they're willing to eat money.
Yeah.
Just to say goodbye.
Yeah.
But where does he go from here?
Okay, you know my feelings on Kyler Murray, right?
Yes.
I'm not a Kyler Murray fan. I'd take Kyler Murray 10 out of 10 times before I take one shot at Tua Tagovailoa.
Because of the injury.
And he's not very good.
He's smart. He obviously can run an offense.
Yeah.
I would make him the next Chase Daniel if I could.
Yeah.
You're my emergency break glass.
If he wants to take a backup role, perhaps.
Yeah.
But I have never seen anything from Tua that makes me think I want to be in that business. And especially with the injury history.
Not
it
as a
just
starter.
scares the
Definitely
death out.
not.
Yeah.
So I heard on Sportsman this morning, David Dennis Jr. was on, and he said that David Dennis Jr.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
So he said that Tua Tagovailoa could be the very first person to be you tank to get Tua, and then you keep Tua to tank.
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah,
right?
I know. It's odd, right?
Yeah, right. So you keep him on the roster, you keep playing him, so you lose games.
It's insane. But at some point, I wonder who takes a flyer on him, and it's not a bad backup to have, especially if you have a young quarterback. You know,
I always like the idea of a backup who has been a previous starter in the league.
Yeah,
right. Not
yeah.
not necessarily a guy who came in and made a team but never really got a chance to start. Like, I'd rather have a guy on the way down than necessarily a guy who never even got a chance to go up.
A good caddies can play golf, right?
Usually, yes.
Yes. But that's what I want whispering in the ear of my quarterback.
I've said this.
Yeah.
Jimmy Garoppolo is exactly what you want in a backup quarterback. A guy that I'm sure would love to start somewhere else, but understands that the guy ahead of him is more accomplished than him. Like, it's his job. I'm here to help him, not to replace him.
Yeah.
And in the event that something happens and I got to step in, started in this league, I've had success in this league, I've been in a lot of systems, I speak football fluently. That's what you're looking for from a backup.
And you know what else he gets? He knows when to push Stafford.
Yeah.
He knows when to look great.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll straighten some stuff out really fast.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's perfect to have.
Who's number 3?
Max Crosby. And I will fight with Greg until I'm blue in the face. You need to make that deal and fix your football team. You got a lot of holes. And you don't need to be paying one guy, regardless of who it is, that much money when you're trying to rebuild with a new coach.
I understand it. I heard you, I think it was yesterday maybe or the day before, saying like you just don't pay defensive players, right?
No, for
the Rams.
For the Rams.
Yeah. For the Rams. Okay.
For the Rams right now with the way they're built for the economics of football. I got to pay Stafford a lot of money, and I would like to give him more help on that side of the ball. So I would go young and draft and develop. I think that actually could work. They're proving it could work.
So that's why I think it's just a little bit different with the Raiders, because they're going to have a quarterback with their first overall pick that they don't have to pay for 4 years. It's going to be on his rookie deal for 4 to 5 years. So you can keep Max still there, still with a lot of cap space. They're around $100 million in cap space. It's so, and that's with already Max being paid. So that you can go out, you can go sign offensive linemen from other team that they just can't hold on to any longer. You can try and sign like wide receivers that could just fit into the system. You can go out and pull from other teams that are just not able to pay these guys. It is possible to do it while still holding on to Max Crosby in my mind.
And I think that's where Spitek is. Spitek. That's where he's at. He's saying that Max Crosby is going to be a Raider. To me, like you said, that's playing poker. He's trying to up the offer. But if the right offer comes, if somebody offers you the world, right, you wouldn't be dumb and turn it down.
No, look, if you're going to give me George Pickens and like 3 or 4 picks, like maybe then we have a conversation to be had there.
Yeah.
Because the Cowboys were not in the playoffs, so it's going to be a mid-round draft pick in the first round. I don't know what their draft picks are right now, but I'm assuming it's going to be that one, possibly a second, possibly the next year's draft, and you get a wide receiver that's a legit wide receiver on top of it. Sure. Then we can start having a conversation. But you have to blow it away, just like it was from not Myles Garrett, from
Micah Parsons.
Micah Parsons. Thank you.
Smart. You're not crazy.
Let me ask you this.
I
Greg.
thought you were nuts. Like some people just don't want to get that. I want Max Crosby on my team regardless. I'm like, dude, sometimes you got to part with these dudes to get better.
He makes a good point, but I'm on your side.
Yeah.
Because what are the chances that the Raiders are in the mix to do something significant, and I mean make the playoffs, maybe win a playoff game, and Max Crosby is still Max Crosby? Like the build that they're about to undertake with Fernando Mendoza, and
he could break the sack record and you lose every game.
So
happening with Myles Garrett.
Do you think that Max Crosby is still going to be at the top of his game by the time the rest of this team is good enough to support Mendoza?
So I do think that they can be, because they're basically on a blank slate right now.
Okay.
You're going to be getting rid of most of your defense. Most of your offense is not really going to be around that much longer either. And you have skill position players that matter. You're going to have the quarterback, hopefully. It all depends on that. You have the running back. You have the tight end who's also kind of a wide receiver, and you have other pieces around it as well. And you have the guy on the defensive end that has to be double and triple teamed to leave other guys open.
I hear you, and that's fine. But the way that I look at it is, I would rather. I think by the time the Raiders are going to be good again, assuming that everything you said is right with Mendoza and Bowers and Gene T and all these guys. By the time they're all ready and you've fixed the offensive line, you've brought in more playmakers, you've fixed the rest of the defense.
Max
Crosby is over he's over the peak. So why not let's get started on everything else sooner? Like let's accelerate the rest of this. I got to get 10 things right. I've got
He's
this
not
right.
crazy. He gets it. He just wants to be blown away.
Yeah,
so does your GM. Smart.
But that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, hey, no, I'm not trading. Well, what if we did this? No, I said I'm not trading. Yeah, well, what if we did
If we
this?
throw in this. Hey,
all right, now all of a sudden, instead of needing to fix 10 things, I got to fix 4 things.
Right.
That would be interesting to me.
Yeah.
Because Crosby being a Raider while the Raiders might be the best team in the AFC, I don't think those two things line up.
In football, I feel like you can go from worst to first. That just happened with the Bears. They got the right head coach, and the right head coach that can work with the quarterback. New England did the exact same thing.
Worst to first in your division.
In your division, yeah.
Okay.
And now you're in a division.
Went from 4-13 to the Super Bowl in a year.
Right. All of these things can happen. Now, normally the Raiders are not that team. They're not the team that does those type of things. But it seems like they're doing things different. And if they have everything that they have, the AFC West is not as great as we make it out to be, especially because the Chiefs are not going to be the Chiefs.
Well, we'll see.
Patrick Mahomes.
Andy Reid's still there. I know Mahomes is
Who knows
hurt.
if Kelsey actually decides to come back? Who knows
Denver's
if Mahomes
got a hell
comes
of a defense.
And a good coach.
And a good coach.
And a good coach.
But do you trust Bo Nix? And I don't think you actually do. Yeah, neither of you do.
Not really, but where you are now, that defense is enough to beat you.
Still good.
Yeah.
Still good. The Chargers are always the Chargers.
They can charge
Just got a new offensive coordinator.
Yeah, but it's Mike McDaniel, good coordinator. But the fact is that they typically charge.
I'm going to need the Chargers to win the Super Bowl before I buy a second. I'm going
Thank you.
to need to see the confetti fall on the field, and Jim Harbaugh got the trophy over his head before I'm buying a second thing the Chargers
So
do.
it's possible. It may not be this year. It could be, but it probably won't be this year. It could be next year. It could be, or the year after.
But in comparison to the Chicago Bears had a team kind of already set in stone as far as they had a guy in Caleb Williams. They had DeAndre Swift. They had a Moore. They had a Dunze. They had Luther Burden. They had Cole
they
Kmet.
just drafted Burden.
I'm saying, but I'm saying like they hit on all those types of things to build the right team. And then their defense. I mean, I know they didn't have a great pass rush, but they still had Jalen Johnson. They still had Kevin Byard. They still had elite guys on that end of the on that side of the field.
Got a hell of a coach.
And then you want to talk about the Denver Broncos. Like, yeah, Bo Nix wasn't that guy, but they still had Cortland Sutton. They still had a really good running back and a rookie running back, and their defense was elite. So as far as the Raiders, they got a lot of stuff to I feel like to DeMarco and Travis' point that they need to make up.
Quarterback and coach are the two most important things.
Yep.
And as far as the Raiders, we don't know. They both could be great. They both could be bad. One could be good. The other could be bad. We don't know yet, but I would rather stock my war chest with more things.
You can get approximate value for a lot less money.
Give me 4 quarters instead of $1.
There you go.
I trust this front office more than I have in the past, but we've seen this before. They did it with Khalil Mack and did absolutely nothing with it. It was different front office. That's fair, but they did it with Khalil Mack. They did it with Amari Cooper. It all happened around the exact same time, and they got nothing for it.
I wonder who's going to jump. I hope he doesn't wind up in San Francisco. I will hate you for life. I will. Yeah.
Whoever gets him is going to be very pleased.
Oh my,
He's
if
an
you can
incredible
pair
player.
him with someone else that can rush, you're going right to the Super Bowl.
You know what the reports are that he might
Chicago.
go to Chicago, or he might come to Philly.
Philly. Oh, see, that's why you're pushing on it, because you want him to go to Philly.
Will that fly?
What are you giving us? Okay, wait.
Will the Max Crosby show fly in Philly?
AJ Brown. I'm just saying, AJ Brown.
That's a lot of.
AJ Brown is a Raider with a new head coach and a rookie quarterback. Yes, let's do that. That would be awesome.
We do not want that.
Yeah.
I don't want Randy Moss again. I don't want Devontae Adams again. I don't want AJ Brown.
I love AJ Brown. I want him to stay an Eagle for sure.
A high-level wide receiver with a new quarterback and a coach that he may or may not respect.
I hope you get that, Greg. That'll be fun.
No, give me Devontae Smith and some picks and some other things.
Smitty's untouchable.
No, give me that guy. Now we're having a conversation.
All right, I want to go back to the train wreck that you talked about.
Yep.
I think there's good train wreck news. There's a sentence that's never been said. Good train wreck news when we come back. It's DeMarco and Travis, ESPN LA.
After lighting up the Coliseum in the MLS season opener.
3-0 LAFC.
And after punching their ticket past Real España in the CONCACAF Champions Cup.
We're all in this together, so it's a good start, but still so much work to do, so we're very focused on what's next.
Now, LAFC hits the road. This Saturday, the Black and Gold invade Houston to face the Houston Dynamo and old friend Mateusz Bogusz. Coverage begins Saturday at 5 p.m. on the ESPN LA app.
Why do we grill to order at Waba Grill?
It's just better for you.
Download the Waba Rewards app or order online at wabagrill.com. Waba Grill, it's for you.
Every Saturday night in February to activate your entries. Must be present to win. Visit Pechanga.com for complete details. Must be 21 or older with valid ID to participate.
Mornings in LA start with Sedano and Cap. Sports, life, zero filter, and absolutely no shame.
I'm excited to see what Clint Kubiak can do with the Raiders. Bergie, I'm this close to possibly asking for my chain back and getting my Raider gear back together.
I don't know.
No?
There's no
Can't have it back?
You can't flip-flop. You can't go
do
back
that?
and forth. No.
Can't have it back, huh?
It's like blood in, blood out with the Raiders.
Okay.
Street
so
code.
can't I can't
with
get
this team, street code for sure.
I can't get a transfusion of some kind?
No.
Unless you earn it on the street.
So, but I can make a deal with you. If you do it, you have to be a Raider fan for life. That's it.
Yeah, that's not happening. Cappy does
jumping
nothing
in
for life.
Right. I'm a new fan of a new team every year.
The Morning Show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN Los Angeles, the ESPN LA app, and streaming live on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Robert was in big trouble with the IRS.
Yes, I owed them a lot of money, over $52,000.
Then he heard about Civic Tax Relief.
They took great care of me. It went really quick. $52,000 that I owed, and they had a payoff for $100, and the IRS accepted it. Man.
Off the hook for just $100?
Civic Tax Relief will take care of you. Give them a call.
Call Civic Tax Relief now for your free confidential consultation. 800-881-4555. 800-881-4555. Individual results may vary. Visit civictaxrelief.com for more information.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
This is the afternoon show with DeMarco and Travis.
Thicker.
A little firmer.
A little firmer, a little thicker. And
I like mine a little firmer, too.
Yeah.
DeMarco and Travis continue.
A little thicker, a little firmer.
Here are the guys.
It's on a crazy train. Every time I hear this song. I'm going off the rails on a crazy train.
Can you drum this one?
Yeah. It's not that hard.
Okay, I don't know. I know you're a drummer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as you're not hitting these unnecessary fills, I'm good. This is basic. Yeah, I can do this.
Keep time and keep it moving.
Stay behind Ozzy and Randy and let them do their job.
No, this is a good one. I want to get back to the crazy train wreck in just 1 second. Greg, can I ask you a question in your role as an executive here at ESPN LA?
Sure. The MAO, the manager of audio operations.
There you go. As the MAO, maybe this does not fall into your purview, but as a member of the MAO or whatever it is we're doing here.
Director of content, whatever you want to call it.
When is the ice machine going to be fixed?
So you see that there's something on there?
Yeah.
That's a great question.
It is a great question. I went there earlier today being like, there's still no ice.
Yeah.
Steffa knows about it.
Okay.
She's working on it. It's as far as I can go. It's not, luckily for me, that's not my world. My world is this side.
Yes. Okay.
That's all Steffa.
Because I have a pellet ice machine at my house that I would be willing to donate to the DeMarco and Travis afternoon show. You guys know how important ice is to me.
That's a big deal.
Yeah,
that's a big deal.
Ice is a huge deal to me. As you guys know, I chew on it all the time. I will bring ice tomorrow for us because I have like the little pebbled one too.
Yeah.
And it's crystal clear.
A bag of ice?
So.
Ooh,
or an ice maker?
Not like, I mean, compared to like other ones that have like a weird white on them.
Well, it's the air. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I could do a whole 3 hours on ice, and I'm not going to do it. It is the air. I know what I'm. Bring it in tomorrow. If I'm unsatisfied with your ice, I'm bringing in my pellet ice maker.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Is this just for the DeMarco and Travis
yeah,
show?
Laura, can we place it on your desk?
Stamp on it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're going to place it on your desk. It's going to melt.
No, it won't.
No.
Greg, I know what I'm doing.
No, Greg, it's not. No, he means the machine, Greg.
Yeah.
Oh no, you are bringing.
No,
a machine.
I'm bringing
I
the
have a
ice.
machine. It's like that.
Yeah.
I'm
okay,
lost too.
okay.
Who's bringing the machine?
Okay.
You're bringing the machine.
So
What
she
are you
raised her
bringing?
hand. She
Wait,
said she was
hold
raising her
on.
hand.
Relax. I'm bringing ice tomorrow. If he
Yes.
does not like said ice, he then will bring the machine.
Okay.
She gets it.
Yeah,
Got it.
She gets
Weren't you making coffee at one point in the back room?
Yeah,
What happened to the
okay,
coffee?
So no, the coffee machine is still there.
Yeah.
But I got tired of cleaning it all the time.
Oh.
So now I brought in my Keurig machine.
Oh, I
and
love those.
It's in Lindsay's office,
Oh.
and there's coffee in there, and you're welcome to it.
Maybe the worst thing in the
Everyone is
history of the
welcome.
world for the environment. It also makes the best cup of coffee you're going to have.
The Keurig?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
bang bang. Yeah,
Did
yeah.
you not
And
know
it's
about
perfect.
it? It's in Lindsay's office right there. Go
But I
ahead.
do miss the old flow.
Yeah, but you brought in that crack coffee that one time that had me hanging from the ceiling. And I don't think I ever went back.
It was
What
so
was
good.
it?
I
What
don't.
was
It was
it?
that. I don't know what it was
Death Wish.
called, but
Oh my God! Yes,
dude,
I remember that.
That messed me up.
I was
Right.
flying
Yes.
that day.
Wait, what is
One
it
cup.
called?
Death something.
Death Wish.
Death Wish
Oh,
coffee or
I've
something.
never heard of it.
It was a
Do they have
lot.
pods?
I think so. Or was
You
it?
brought in the
I
grounds.
brought the beans.
Yeah.
The ground up beans. I don't know if they have Keurig cups.
You're welcome to use the coffee machine in my office, but
Oh.
you have to clean it.
Okay.
So the ice is going to be in our office, and the coffee is going to be in the next office.
Yeah.
So I want iced coffee, 2 rooms.
okay.
Yeah.
Also,
Okay. Yeah.
I found out because I'm lame that you can use it because I always just use the Keurig cups. Like I'll buy the cups already done, but there's like a specific little thing that you could put grounds in it.
Tried it. Not the same.
No.
No,
No.
just buy the cups.
Okay.
Cups are enough. The K cups work.
There you
Yeah.
go.
By the way, this Death Wish, I looked it up. That is
Dude.
Interesting logo.
I don't know
It's
why I
legit.
brought that. Why did I bring that?
I don't know. We're all like, yeah, we'll try it. And I think that was the last day that we made coffee in the office. It was like, that is just a
Blew
bad
everybody up.
ride.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a good ride for like a half an hour, and then I wanted to come.
I want to
You
come
know,
down.
you know,
Can't get there.
This has never happened to me.
Drink a
of
beer.
course.
Have you ever had an espresso?
Nespresso. Oh,
Nespresso.
yeah,
Oh,
those are
terrific.
good.
Those are really good.
Terrific.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's the best.
Smooth
Fly
and
me
nice.
to the
And
moon.
Those makers are not cheap.
no,
No.
they're not.
No.
Yeah, but it makes great coffee.
But-
It's
Yeah.
better than a Keurig.
I've been to at a hotel and they had an espresso
Yeah.
machine there. It's like,
Yeah.
oh my God, give me this all the time.
Your death wish was like when sometimes you will take an edible and it doesn't go the way you want it to,
Oh, yeah.
and you just want it to be over,
Yeah.
and it's not.
Right.
and you're like,
Drink a beer.
I just need this to end. That was that coffee. Like, I just need this to be over as soon as possible, and you just have to let it kind of ride itself out.
Drink a beer.
I don't
They
think
ground you.
Yeah. That's,
Okay.
That's a whole
Speaking
nother
of grounded,
thing. All right, let's talk about
yeah.
train wrecks here. You guys were talking about, when do you declare it a train wreck? I think one of the great things about great's too strong a word. One of the lights at the end of the tunnel, one of the things that keeps me remaining optimistic about the future of the Lakers is I don't think a train wreck is possible here. Even if they fell into the play-in game, even if they didn't get out of the play-in game, while certainly disappointing and certainly not what I think any of us thought that this season would be, that's not the end of the world because we're not locked into this moving forward. This is ending. The train isn't going to crash. It's just going to run out of track. You know what I mean? It's the LeBron James, Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves, this group of guys will not be the group of guys next year. The group next year will be different. So even if the result of this season is incredibly unsatisfying, it's not like, well, now what do we do? You have a lot of moves at the end of the season.
In a way, when we do the post-mortem, right? We always do for whatever season.
Sure.
Even the Dodgers, we do a post-mortem. Can you do a post-mortem after going back-to-back?
Yeah, you drink more champagne.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah.
I
You go to
mean,
the parade.
And we kind of do this sort of. We lay it at somebody's feet.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to take the heat. And I just wonder, and I keep saying this, I don't know how the Lakers part ways with LeBron. I don't know what that looks like. But at some point, when these guys start answering questions about why it didn't work, because that's where the questions are going to go, then you'll start hearing stuff. Well, I don't know. I can't play with Luka. I can't play with LeBron. I didn't like this situation, all that stuff. If you get knocked out of the playoffs, there's going to be questions asked and answered. That's when I think the train wreck begins.
Yeah, I to kind of go back to the thing you said at the beginning. Tell me why the option of we're just not offering you another contract isn't the easiest, cleanest break. Because, by the way, I don't think he would be all that offended by. I think that this has clearly run its course.
What's more offensive, to offer him no contract or offer him a minimum contract?
I think a minimum one is more offensive.
More offensive. Like, you really think
Yes.
this is all I'm worth?
Yes. I think this is one of, thank you for everything you've done for us. We're going to give you a statue. We're going to hang your number. We're going to do all of these things, but we have to move on to what's coming next.
I thought anywhere he goes,
Yeah.
he's got to take a pay cut.
Yeah, well, he doesn't have to, but he probably would need to in the sense to fit in. But the road opens up at the end of the season, so I don't think it's going to be I can't play with this guy and I can't play with that guy. It's okay, great, he's not here anymore. We're good. Like we're gonna go find you defenders. We're gonna go find you athletic guys. We're gonna get more physical. Whatever they decide it is that they want to do next. That what has been so unique to the LeBron James situation, really from the moment he got here, is we need to figure it out today, because otherwise he's going to hold a gun to our head and we're going to be. That's what happened to Russell Westbrook. That's what you're constantly chasing the moment as opposed to exhale, look around, what's coming next. Let's make decisions that work for us for the next year, 2 years, 5 years.
Here's what I don't know. Maybe you guys can tell me. So when they play their last game this year, whenever they go out, they're no longer teammates as of that minute, right?
Well,
or are they?
Free agency starts, what is it, June 1st, something around
but
there?
he doesn't have a contract.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
So
technically, they still are until the new league year.
Until the new league year, but unless they extend him or do something else, yes.
Right.
For all intents and purposes, you're right.
And I'm just assuming, what if LeBron goes off and he's playing well to finish? And he's carrying you.
But like you just said.
Because I still think it's in there. Like you said, he's still active. He still has energy. And what if LeBron is being LeBron towards the end? That's what I mean. I'm not sure how you part ways with this dude.
If that were to happen, I think that makes it slightly more difficult. But,
and Luka's struggling.
No one is thinking that the future of the Lakers is LeBron James. The future of the Lakers is Luka Doncic. Luka could have the worst playoff series of his life. LeBron could find the fountain of youth and go and average 30 a night. Nobody's saying, let's run it back. Because we've seen it. We've seen it enough to know that it just doesn't work. Because in your scenario, the season just ended. And unless there's confetti.
No matter what he does, LeBron is out of here from the Lakers' perspective. So that's what I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what I can't put my finger on, and no one will tell me for certain.
Yeah, I mean,
when the season ends, the Lakers are done with LeBron.
I think so.
That's
just my guess.
Yeah,
right.
It's an assumption. Yeah. And to all this point, you guys have been talking about the last couple of days, especially with Morales, about why should JJ be the coach? Is it fair to not be able to judge either JJ or Luka until next year?
Luka for sure. Rob and JJ, I think.
Well, Rob is different. He's been around.
I said
JJ and Luka.
I think it's fair to give Luka a pass on you got to give him what he needs. Like, you did not surround him with the type of players he needs. And the proof of concept of Luka Doncic being a fantastic NBA player, there's no ambiguity. It exists, right? The JJ thing, I think, is premature. I think it's too soon to tell whether or not he's great at this.
Yeah.
I don't think it's too soon to make a decision on Rob. Now, obviously, they made the announcement yesterday. You know what? We should do this. Let's do this next.
Okay.
Let's do this next. The idea of Pelinka being the one in charge of putting together the next roster for this team and whether or not he should be given the keys to the kingdom. That's coming up next. It's DeMarco and Travis, ESPN LA. Also, it is your chance to win with Live Nation. Call this number. Listen up. 213-799-0139. Call right now, and caller number 7 wins a pair of tickets to see Santana and the Doobie Brothers live at the Hollywood Bowl this August. Do not miss your chance to see a legendary performer at one of LA's most iconic venues, presented by Live Nation. Again, that number, 213-799-0139. Caller number 7 wins.
In Los Angeles, greatness isn't an option. It's expected. From the skyhook of Kareem
Abdul-Jabbar with a skyhook
to the Showtime flair of Magic.
Magic fires for 3. Got it at the buzzer! Magic hit a three-pointer!
To the relentless fire of the Mamba.
Bryant for the win!
This is a franchise built on icons. And now the story continues with the power and vision of LeBron.
Follow a 17-footer good again. LeBron has dialed back the clock.
And the next generation talent of Luka.
Luka, another 3. Good again!
Different eras, same standard. championship expectations.
Me, LeBron, and AR, I think we're the leaders of this group.
From the legends of yesterday to the superstars of right now, Lakers basketball lives here. ESPN Los Angeles. Get ready, SoCal. Hard Rock Casino Tajon is giving away a kilo of gold in February. Unity by Hard Rock members can earn entries all February long for the $500,000 kilo of gold giveaway just by using their card. Join us every Thursday in February for your chance to win big. Details at casino.hardrock.com/Tajon. Hard Rock Casino Tajon. This is how SoCal plays.
John Ireland here, and before the lights come up at Crypto.com Arena, make your night legendary at Javier's downtown. A SoCal tradition for decades, Javier's is where timeless recipes meet modern elegance. Handcrafted margaritas, premium tequila, coastal Mexican flavors, always a part of the celebration. Whether you're courtside or catching a concert, start your evening where LA gathers for that unmistakable Javier's experience. Javier's newest location is just steps from the arena. Javier's downtown. Tradition, taste, and an amazing start to your evening.
This is an important notice to all U.S. taxpayers. The IRS is giving away billions of dollars in tax savings through a federal program called the Fresh Start Initiative to aid delinquent taxpayers. This initiative was established for anyone facing financial hardship and unable to pay their back taxes. Qualifying and enrolling in this program will stop all collections, settle your delinquent tax problem, and even reduce what you owe by thousands of dollars. Call the hotline at People's Tax Relief to see if you qualify and get this free information by dialing 800-372-2017. If you have unfiled tax returns or cannot afford to pay your personal or business back taxes, you can now get the help you need. One simple phone call can resolve your tax problem and save you thousands of dollars. To see if you qualify and to get this important free information, call 800-372-2017. 800-372-2017. 800-372-2017.
It's DeMarco Farr and Travis Rogers.
Just I. All right.
It's cool.
By the way, I think that's the first time I ever said I.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis rolls on.
Did I get it out in one piece? Did I
Yeah, you did good. You did good.
Back to the guys.
You got a good palate, right?
I think I'm okay.
Decent palate?
Yeah.
You know what's up.
Yeah.
If I blindfolded you and gave you a piece of celery and you ate it,
Yeah.
you could identify it.
As celery?
As celery.
Yes.
Do you think you can identify celery just through smell?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Can.
It smells like water.
Right.
Which has no smell.
Right.
No, you can smell celery.
You can smell
If
celery.
you gave me the leaves. What am I, Canadian? Talking about a hockey team? What the hell just happened
down
to me?
to Tim Hortons.
Hey, give me the Leafs. I'll take the Leafs. I wouldn't touch that with a 10-meter pole, eh? If you gave me the leaves off the top of the celery,
yes,
I think I might be able to identify that.
By smell?
Maybe.
Okay.
But if you just gave me like the middle of the stalk, no chance.
Okay, Laura was like, I smell something. And what does it smell like? And she said celery. Like, what does celery smell like?
Like, it just has I'm going to bring some celery. I ordered some today.
You're going to hide celery around the office to see if anybody notices.
What's going on around here? I smell celery.
I'm bringing ice tomorrow, and I'm bringing celery. Okay? I'm bringing that.
I think Greg just nailed it. It's one of those, no one has ever said, it smells a lot like celery in here.
No one has ever said that. Wow.
Onions, garlic, potatoes, tomato, those have
strong.
a very,
feet, armpits.
It does smell like cinnamon in here, though. There's a cinnamon
There was
smell
something
all
in
of a
there.
sudden.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
Deondre
has something
I
cinnamon.
think it has to do with my French toast bites I got here.
Oh, okay.
French, what are you, 7?
Okay, so can we go back to the other conversation with the pancakes?
Yeah.
French toast is number one.
No, wrong. 100%
French
wrong.
toast, pancakes,
Wrong.
and then to waffles.
No.
French toast is number one.
Here's why, and I'm willing to allow you to have your opinion, but I don't eat cinnamon. I can't do it. So anything that has a cinnamon base, like French toast, I'm out on. So I'll just
really?
leave, yeah,
Really?
I can't do it. Yeah.
Why? Does it just?
I got terribly sick on spoiled cinnamon rolls as a kid, and I can't eat anything.
Never
cinnamon
again.
flavored.
Oh, it's good and bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm out.
You know how you talked about you have to find the right waffle, blah, 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 and you're wrong. Cinnamon, like any French toast, if you do too much egg, if you do too much cinnamon, if you do too much of something,
Totally works.
It just ruins.
I love French toast. It's not my number one, but I love French
No.
toast. I do.
You don't even need the cinnamon for the French toast.
No, it's
still
gross.
good.
If you
It's
left the
better.
cinnamon out, I'd eat it all day long.
Yeah.
Really?
You don't need the cinnamon.
No.
It's good in there, but
Yeah.
you don't need it.
Yeah.
French
love it.
toast is
Love it, love it.
last.
French
Love
toast
Last.
number one.
All right,
With a bullet.
Wrong.
So we were kind of talking
know why.
about how this whole thing comes together for the Lakers next year and who's going to be responsible for putting it and whether or not you can just say goodbye to LeBron, the challenges of that. And I'm with you. I don't think it's as easy as just, patting him on the back and locking the door when he walks out the room.
Right.
There's more to it than that. But that's the job, right? You're going to have to figure out how to maybe do that. If that's what you want to do, you're going to have to do it. There was the announcement yesterday that new Lakers president of basketball business operations, Lon Rosen, said that Rob Pelinka is going to be in charge of this offseason and rebuilding the Laker roster with input and consultation with Andrew Friedman and Farhan Zaidi, two guys from, the baseball universe, the Mark Walters sports universe that have had a great deal of success. And I think that's really telling. I think that it's another very good data point to say they're headed in the right direction. Because before, when it came to building this Laker roster, there was a constituency of, I think, maybe
spell it
C that of Jeannie Buss, and maybe LeBron James, right?
Yeah.
That you had to please, as long as those two people were on board, you were safe. You were going to keep your job. That if Rob could sell it to Jeannie, we're done.
Deal's done.
Right.
Yeah.
We're done. I want to do this. Tell me why. Okay, cool. Go ahead. Go about your merry way. Now, there's going to be other people in the room that have had a lot of success building teams, making decisions, saying, walk me through that.
Right.
Why are we going to do that? Well, what are the downsides? What are the upsides? Like, really, I've said it 100 times, really smart people at building teams are going to be in the room, and it's not, I don't have to convince one person. I got to convince a panel of very smart people.
Yeah.
That's a different ask, and it both gives me hope that they will get to better conclusions, and it also means that we'll see whether or not he has good ideas.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's twofold for me. You're going to have to sell them on your idea. This is what I want to do. This is my plan. And then they're going to say yes or no, tweak this, tweak that, and then go with it, right? Then they're actually going to see if you can get it done. You know what I mean?
Yep.
This is your plan. This is what you want. This is the guys you're identifying. We're on board. Now let's see if you can go make those deals. Let's see what type of team you can actually build. I don't mind giving him another go or giving him the summer, but I'm putting people in the room.
Yep.
This might be your last summer if you don't get this right.
So is there a world now, and we were talking about it on with Andy earlier on Mason Ireland, is that he just goes and becomes the president of basketball operations and he does all of that stuff. And you hire a GM? And you hire a GM that also works with other guys, that works with Zaidi and works with Friedman and works with now Tony Bennett, which is a great hire, by the way. And you have them doing all of that, and he's just kind of overseeing it. He's the one that says, all right, tell me why you're doing it. Cool, go ahead and go do that. It becomes that where he's more of a boss instead of the guy that's actually making the decisions.
Well,
he's the PBO right now. He's the president of basketball operations right now.
I need to know what the actual responsibilities of the job are, right? Because
he's the basketball brain of the new group with another GM.
If I'm going to answer your question, I'm going to get to the answer to this. I think whenever you have a new company, right, and they say, well, we're going to staff up. Okay, with who? Like who is actually going to be the one deciding who's going to pick up the rest of the staff? And to your point, Greg, about Tony Bennett and the fact that Farhan Zaidi's in the room, that Andrew Friedman's in the room, they're staffing up with the right people. And so if Rob has to run it through them, and he might be maybe not the top of the pyramid, but he's near the top, and then other people are saying, cool, fine. If they also want to say, you know what, we're not feeling this, also cool and fine. I'm not going to bang on the desk and say this doesn't work, but I think that we're getting more and more qualified people. We're staffing up the rest of this. This is the part that when the Dodgers bought the team, when Mark Walter bought the team, this was the hope, I think, of people like me, that it wasn't just, you can't go out and buy a Showhei Otani in the NBA. It doesn't work like that, right? Because of the cap and everything else. But what you can do is everything else. What you can do is build a basketball operations team that makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
You can put other smart people in the room. You can have guardrails in place instead of having one person let's have a bunch of people weigh in on this. Andrew Friedman clearly makes the decisions for the Dodgers, but he's in consultation with a lot of other people. It's not just that this is what we're doing. There's a lot of people that weigh in on this stuff. And I think
he's a GM, Brandon Gomes.
Yeah, right. But again, and no disrespect to Brandon Gomes at all, but Brandon Gomes, I think, has to run things through Andrew Friedman before they make any sort of major decisions. And that's fine because Friedman has proven that he makes really smart decisions. They need more of that over there.
It's coming.
And I think Bennett and saying, yeah, we're going to let him do this, but we're not just going to let him do it so he can hang himself.
Right.
We're going to do it so he can do it, but we're also going to be in there to make sure that we're not going in a bad direction.
Correct.
The way that I think they have more recently.
So if we're talking about how they have all this money and they have everything, they can spend as much as they want on the front office. There is no salary cap that comes there. Why not go get Masai Ujiri, who has been sitting? He's sitting around doing nothing. He's not attached to a team. He did it with the Nuggets. He did it with the Raptors, and he did it to a high level. He's not working with anybody now. He probably wants to be more
working with anybody
because he's made a lot of money, and he's like, well, I'm good.
He's just chilling.
Yeah, he's just chilling. So why go get him either as a consultant or somebody to work alongside that? But he may be somebody that wants to be the overall decision maker too, though. And if that's the case. You push out Rapolinka, bring in Ujiri, and have him work with everybody.
Okay, I think I have an answer to that.
Yeah.
Okay.
The guys that are now running the team, that own the team, that are at least the final answer, right? That they're signing off on another year of Pelinka gives me a little bit of that they've seen something that they like. I don't think this is done out of just the goodwill of their character. Like, hey, you've been here a long time. We'll give you one more shot.
Are we sure they are signing off on him? I know Lon Rosen said they were and mentioned the fact that it was with Zaidi and with Friedman.
Yeah.
But if they are going to move away from him, I don't know if that's actually happened.
Disaster.
No, they said he's going to make the decisions this summer. That Rob is going to make the decisions this summer. And to your point, Greg, I don't think they would have. Lon Rosen would not have said what he said yesterday.
Yeah.
If it wasn't signed off by everybody that needs to sign off.
I wouldn't want to go into this summer breaking in a new GM.
Also fair.
Yeah.
Also fair.
I would let him do it. Yeah.
If he were, and this is a hypothetical, but if he were a complete bozo, right?
Yeah.
When they buy the team and they come in and they get to know him and they go back to their, Dodger land and they're like, that guy's an idiot.
Right.
Then they would have canned him.
Right.
Obviously that didn't happen.
No.
Obviously they said, okay, there's some stuff there that I think is, let's make sure he gets the help he needs.
Right.
Let's make sure that we give him the support that he requires. Let's make sure that before he does anything, he talks to us.
Let's give him some help.
Yeah, let's give him some help, because if he were a total clown, I do think they would do what you were suggesting, Greg, which is, you know what?
Probably their first move.
Yeah, we're going to move on from this, and we're going to go get somebody else, whether that's Ujiri or somebody else that they'd identified.
Sure. Because if they were going to do it, they'd still have time. They know if they would know
running out of it though.
They would have already. They've known. Mark Walter's been a part of this organization for a long time. He's already had his finger and talking to people already. If they were going to do it, they already have the person that they want. They're not just going to get to summer and be like, oh, okay, let's find out what we're going to do now. They would have somebody in
Does it
play.
not give you some confidence that they didn't do that?
Maybe a little bit, because I trust them. So Beto just sent me something that I think is really interesting that goes to your point.
Is it his immaculate grid?
No, it wasn't. I don't get those anymore, thankfully. But he sent me the baseball operations team from the Dodgers. There are so many people on this list. Baseball executive vice president and general manager is Brandon Gomes. Vice president and associate general manager. Vice president assistant general manager. Vice president, and it goes on and on and on.
That's a long
payroll. I think there's like 20 of them. Director, Asia Pacific Scouting. Director, Baseball Innovation. Director, Performance Innovation Lab. They just have so many people in that front office that's why they make such good decisions.
Yep.
So doesn't that mean, isn't that a good thing that they're adding in more guys to surround with Rob Pelinka? Isn't that a test? I would say, isn't that a test to what they're trying to do with Rob Pelinka? They're trying to formulate that model and transfer it over here to bring more smart people in the room where you have a collective group to make smarter decisions going into the offseason.
They can bring the best out of them.
Or
the worst.
Or this didn't work out.
It didn't work.
We gave you the shot that, we saw, but we got to do something else.
I would go Frank Costello from The Departed. I would just kill everybody. He'd gone, I'd start over. But I would give him the summer.
Had they done that, I would have said, okay. Like,
Right.
I'm not going to, but it's like they didn't. And
Right.
that gives me confidence that they didn't, because I don't think they're in this for friends. I think they're in this to win. Like, they've been very clear the way that they run the Dodgers.
Yeah. If he were a boob, he'd be gone.
Yeah.
If they had another guy in mind already, he'd be gone.
I think so,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
And that gives me confidence, because they kind of have to get this right, because Luka,
That's it.
Luka is not an old player, but he's not as young as he used to be, right? Like, we're getting closer to that point, and if he'll be here 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and nothing is happening, he might get restless.
See, I think that's why you don't go Frank. If you go Frank Costello, you don't give him the summer. You can't give him the summer, because this offseason is not going to happen again. So so if they go Frank Costello, to your point, you have to do it as almost immediately, like, or when the season ends. If not, you have to give him time. With smart people around him.
You got how many games left? Decadence?
25.
Chocolate Decadence.
25 games.
25 game sprint.
Yeah.
This is it. This is all you got left. Not a lot of runway.
It's a great
if you're going to make it work, you better do it now.
We said that at 28. We said it at 27. We said it at 26. And it's not going great so far. 1 and 2 since they came out of that break. A little tip or no tip coming up in just a little bit. Let me remind you that Sedano and Cap are live this Friday at Vision Works in Fullerton from 7 to 10 a.m. Come hang out with the Sedano and Cap morning show crew for a chance to win upcoming basketball tickets. You know what that means. Score exclusive Sedano and Cap tees and take advantage of 60% off a complete pair of glasses at Vision Works. It's all happening this Friday in Fullerton. We will see you there. Tip or no tip coming up next. It's the DeMarco and Travis afternoon show on ESPN LA. Also, I'm going to go to watch a little Knicks basketball with my pal Mike Capozio coming up here in just a little bit. And I've known Mike for a long time. And Mike, of course, is the guy you see on all the Routollo Chevrolet commercials. He's dancing. He's hanging out with Oral. He's having a good time. And the reason he's having a good time is because he knows that his entire team at Routollo Chevrolet, they're going to take great care of you. I've seen it in action. I've bought cars from Routollo Chevrolet, and I've seen it with my own 2 eyes. They want to make sure that you feel great about it. We went out there, I don't know, maybe a month or so ago, and sat with Mike and his son Michael and Armando Rojo, the general manager of the dealership. And their whole thing was, people need to know what's going on. People need to know what it is they're buying, what the price of these cars are, how they're going to be financed. Like, just this incredible commitment to transparency was their number one deal. Customer service. That's why they've won Dealer of the Year 14 years in a row. So come see for yourself what I've been telling you about, what all the fun's about on TV at Routollo Chevrolet. It's right off the 210 freeway, Sierra Avenue exit. You can't miss it. All the Silverados, every make and model and color you can think of, all the Chevy cars and trucks. And if you're not in the 909, if you're not in the IE, if you're not on that side of town, no problem. RoutolloChevy.com. ROTOLO. RoutolloChevy.com, and tell them that Travis sent you.
Why do we grill to order at Waba Grill?
It's just better for you.
Download the Waba Rewards app or order online at wabagrill.com. Waba Grill, it's for you.
That the best way to feel young is to hang out with people that are older. With one of my
Just hang out here more noon to 3.
I have a lunch tomorrow with a buddy of mine. He's 84. The other guy that I'm having lunch with tomorrow, he's 82. So if I just keep hanging out with all these old guys, I'm going to continue to feel young.
Do you think you have more in common with the old guys or the young guys?
I kind of feel I can hang with the old guys and feel young, and I can hang with the young guys and feel more mature.
The Morning Show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN Los Angeles, the ESPN LA app, and streaming live on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
And it is the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show. 4 o'clock in the Southland. You know what that means. Time for Tip or No Tip. Tip or No Tip. With producer Laura. Tip or No Tip time. Take it away, producer Laura.
Thank you, Chris.
Yow!
And we love talking about food. We were talking about waffles and pancakes and all the good stuff. Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, also overrated.
Hey!
Just letting you guys know.
Hater.
Not a hater, whatever.
Overrated.
Yes.
You can't say that.
Yes, I can.
Bosco's overrated?
You can't
Because
say
it
that.
changed.
That's a
they changed
large
ownership.
statement.
They changed ownership, and it changed.
What do they call that? Clickbait?
Not clickbait. Anyway,
Rage bait.
Rage bait. That's
There we
rage
go.
bait.
talking about food, a new food survey from YouGov.com revealed the most hated food across the United States. Things that were on the list included Brussels sprouts, which I love, weird.
Gross.
Mayonnaise.
Really?
Oh, delicious.
Really?
Can't eat it.
Mayonnaise.
Great.
Oh, Brussels.
And even pineapple on pizza, which I love. But the number one thing that, most states agreed that was the worst to have on your plate was liver.
Oh,
I've never even had it.
I'm
It's
in.
gross.
Hate it. Never.
So-
Supposedly really good for you.
It is really good for you. It's
I'll never know.
disgusting. Tip or no tip? The survey got it right. Liver is the clear answer.
Tip. I had it once when I was like
Gamey.
12.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Never again. Ugh. No.
I've told this story before, but this is the perfect time to tell it again. When I spent one summer playing baseball in the Midwest, I played in the Jayhawk League, okay? And so you'd play 3 games in this city, you'd hop on the bus, you'd go to the next city, you'd go to the next city, you'd go to the next city, right? So you're just constantly on the road. And in those sorts of environments, the bus driver gets to choose where you eat, right? Because they get to eat for free because they're bringing in 30, 40 people. Our bus driver, Darwin Boo, loved Denny's. I love Denny's, right? One of the reasons I love Denny's is there's a lot of different things you can get.
Yes.
I have had this is not exaggeration. I have had every single item on Denny's menu with one exception.
What?
Liver and onions.
Oh, okay.
They have liver and onions?
They did. I don't
pretty
know if
popular.
it's still there,
Yeah.
but they had liver and
Strange
onions on
thing.
them. And it was one of these things like, I got to check, though, and I just cannot do it. I've never tried it, never will. Hard pass.
Remember that weird thing? Dogs, people don't like, you called them weird?
Uh-huh.
I feel that way with people that like liver. You're weird if you like liver.
What does it taste like?
It's gamey.
I bit through it too fast. I didn't like the consistency. It was like, and it tastes bad.
My mom used to make liver with onions when I was little, and it made the house smell disgusting. But, when you're in Mexico, you don't have a lot, and that's what they would eat. It's like, oh, that's my meat. So she got used to it. So she's like, no, it's a great source of, I don't even
Iron,
know.
I
Iron,
believe.
right?
Yeah.
And
It looked good. It really
looks
did.
good, but it stinks, and it's gamey. I don't like it.
It really looked good. It was pan fried or whatever.
Yeah.
Hard
It
pass.
looked so good. It smelled good.
It looks
Smelled
like
a pork chop.
Have
Let
you
me
had,
have it.
Have
Yeah.
you had lomo saltado?
I don't think so.
It's
What is
a
that?
Peruvian. It's like steak with like veggies. It's so delicious.
I don't think so.
But it's like a stir fry meat,
Okay.
essentially over fries and white rice.
It's really good,
It's
actually.
really good. And that's what I thought of when I saw it because of the onions and all the different vegetables that she did it with. And I was like, oh, it's going to be great.
Yeah.
If you like it, you have a
That'd be a
particular
great diet
taste.
for me.
You can have mine.
Yeah. Keep
Yeah.
trying to serve me liver.
DeMarco, do you like chitlins?
Yeah. I mean, I haven't had them in a long time. I don't know anybody that's made chitlins in a long time. When have you been around chitlins?
A long time.
Long
as well,
time,
yeah,
right?
long time,
I don't think I haven't been to anybody's house or a gathering where they had chitlins there.
Here's the thing. They don't taste bad. You just got to get over what they are.
Yeah.
Like
What actually are they?
Here, don't ever watch somebody clean them.
Right. Exactly
You will
right.
never eat it. Yeah.
Exactly right.
Yes.
Exactly right. It's the end of the digestive tract.
Okay.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
See, my mom loves tripas.
Yeah, that doesn't taste like anything.
I hate the smell. I don't like them.
It's gross looking, but it doesn't taste like anything.
And then don't look at people cleaning them either because it's disgusting.
No, the chitlins, washing the chitlins is no.
Yeah.
Nope.
All right, moving on from food. So you guys might think that charging your phone using your card's USB port, we all have it, right? The USB port, the Type-C or whatever it's called. It's the best way to quickly charge your phone. Well, experts are saying not the best idea. That USB port in your car is designed mainly for data transfer or powering small accessories, not for fast or efficient charging. It often actually delivers lower power output, which means slower charging and extra heat. So sometimes you'll get hey, it's too hot, we can't charge this. And it actually damages your battery life over time.
Oh.
So they recommend using a proper car charger. So tip or no tip, you are today years old when you were aware you're not actually supposed to use it to charge your phone.
Tip, do it all the time. What's a proper car charger?
You know the ones that you put in the cigar?
The cigarette lighter.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's the proper way.
Do you still have one of those?
Mine does.
No.
I don't think so.
Do you?
That's
have
all
one?
I use, yeah.
Oh, really? No.
In your Tesla, you have a cigarette lighter?
Yeah, it's inside. So when you open up
you're right.
in
You're
the glove
right.
box at
You're
the
right.
bottom, it's all the way in the back.
It's funny.
Yeah.
There's the port, but I did what you're thinking. Like in the dashboard where there's
Yeah,
the hole,
the cigarette
it's
lighter.
usually in the little center console thing where you flip it up. Yeah.
Yeah, it's down there, and you have to really reach
You got to look
inside.
for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, never. No. USB is bad now?
So it's
Something
bad.
else
it's
I'm doing
not
that's
good
bad.
for your phone, actually.
My battery makes it to I've charged it overnight on my nightstand, and it lasts all day. I don't have to recharge it.
You have a good phone.
If I'm out all day and I'm low and I have to charge it in the car, it is slow.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like a wall charger, but I mean, I do keep it plugged in when I'm driving all the time.
Which iPhone do you have, Trav?
This one, I don't know.
You got an iPhone, Shane?
Is it a 15? Is 16?
Hold on, stand
What do
by.
you have?
I have a 13,
You
and
have
it
a 13?
dies. It dies
Yeah.
all the time.
I think I have a
You need to
13.
upgrade.
I have to wake up in the morning and put it on low power to even try to make it
Jeez.
home.
I have a 16
What are you
plus.
watching?
I'm not watching anything.
No, he
It
needs
sits
to
like this.
upgrade. He just needs to upgrade.
16 plus is the
Okay,
answer.
yeah. Oh, so you have a pretty good battery. Then. Yeah.
See, the thing is, Apple, like I had a 12 Pro Max free. I loved it. Didn't want to upgrade anything. What happens is Apple will keep doing these new updates so your tech just gets drained by the battery life. So you need a new one. That's essentially what's going on with you, Greg.
Quick update before we go to the next thing. My mother, I've told you my mother
Yeah.
listens to the show
Hi,
very
Mom.
regularly.
Hey.
She just weighed
Hi,
in.
Kevin.
She says, I have had liver, and she's right. Liver pate.
Liver pate.
Which I do like.
Pate is good. Though.
Yeah, where you blend it and it turns into like a mousse almost, like a spread.
You like that?
I do.
Oh.
It's super funky, but it's really
I'm
good.
not going to argue with Mom.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
like
I'm not
that?
gonna
You
argue
like
with Mom.
that, and you don't like Brussels sprouts. I am surprised.
Brussels sprouts are so bitter.
They're so good. You got to
No,
cook
try
them
them.
right.
Yes,
I've
air
tried
fryer.
them 100. You sound like Susan right now. I've tried them. I'm not exactly.
million
I've
different
tried them
ways.
20 different ways. They're bitter. They're little teeny tiny gross little cabbages.
Oh my
I'm out.
God.
I'm going to try to bring you some of my friend's restaurant. He has a sushi restaurant that we've been trying to get all of us to go. Their Brussels sprouts are top notch there. I'm going to see if I can bring some for you guys.
Good for you,
sprouts and
Greg, on
broccoli.
remembering my mother's name, by the way. That was well done.
You like that?
I did like that.
I'm never going to forget your
No,
mother's
it's,
name.
It's unusual.
Kevin.
Yes.
Yeah, Kevin.
Yeah,
I love it. I think it's great.
Not a lot of female Kevins.
No.
out there.
No.
All right, I'll do a quick
Is
one.
your dad's name Jennifer?
I would always get, when I would take notes from school, like remember like when you're in 5th grade and you had to you have your mom sign this, right? And I'd bring it back in, and my mom had very, very nice penmanship.
Yeah.
And I would, in my, Kevin, your dad has beautiful handwriting. I'm like, it's not my dad. What, is it Karen? No, you're reading it right. Leave me alone.
Aw.
Yeah.
All right, so the intersection at Crenshaw Boulevard and Slauson Avenue in LA will now be called by Nipsey Hussle's iconic marathon clothing store is being officially renamed Nipsey Hussle Square this weekend in honor of the late rapper's legacy.
Wow.
It's going to be a dedication ceremony happening Saturday morning with the family, community leaders, and officials that will all be in attendance. But I want to know, tip or no tip, you would rather have a street named after you over a building?
Ooh.
Tip for me, I think that is an incredible honor when they decide to rename a street for you. It really is. Like don't get me wrong, a building's really cool too.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Vin Scully Way on your way into Dodger Stadium. I'm always like, yeah, that's badass.
Chick Hearn Court right
Chick
there.
Hearn Court, like that is just such an incredibly
Obama Boulevard.
Yeah, it's a great homage. A building's great too,
It
but
is.
a street I think is awesome.
They took back the McGuire Freeway.
Yeah.
After the steroid thing. Yeah. They renamed it. Yeah, it was I think I'd take the building though. There's the D-Far right there.
Yeah.
You know, the biggest one in town.
Until someone else buys it
and blows it up.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
There goes D-Far, right?
You can smash a building.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
You can. You can wreck a street.
You can,
Yeah.
but it's still the street.
There's some street names that are always synonymous with bad neighborhoods, and you know what I'm talking about.
We're leaving that one out.
Let's just
But
leave
that's
it
still
there.
an honor.
That's true. Very true.
Yeah,
Very
I'd go street too.
Can you imagine like chocolate decadence way?
Oh my God! Hold on a second. What's on that street?
No. You get a boulevard.
Hey, Greg's Chocolate Decadence is a boulevard. We're not doing a way. Like a way is like a back way around the like a boulevard. Wilshire Boulevard, Sunset Boulevard. It runs from the ocean all the way to downtown.
Ventura Boulevard.
Right.
If you get Chocolate Decadence Way, you're going to get a different type of crowd at
Yeah.
Chocolate Decadence
That's
Boulevard.
true.
Just
That is
letting
true.
you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'd call it CDB, Chocolate Decadence Boulevard. You just take CDB down to the coast, you hang a left, you'll be right there.
It's like the PCH.
There you go.
There you go.
Only better. Only better. All right, let's talk a little Dodger baseball. Dave Roberts had something to say about this team and how hungry they are coming to this season. And I think they may have a little formula that works really well other than just getting great players. That's coming up next. It's DeMarco and Travis, ESPN LA.
The home of the Lakers. And now the home of the Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon. KSPN Los Angeles. A Good Karma Brands radio station.
After lighting up the Coliseum in the MLS season opener.
3-0 LAFC.
And after punching their ticket past Real España in the CONCACAF Champions Cup.
We're all in this together, so it's a good start, but still so much work to do, so we're very focused on what's next.
Now, LAFC hits the road. This Saturday, the Black and Gold invade Houston to face the Houston Dynamo and old friend Mateusz Bogusz. Coverage begins Saturday at 5 p.m. on the ESPN LA app.
John Ireland here, and before the lights come up at Crypto.com Arena, make your night legendary at Javier's downtown. A SoCal tradition for decades, Javier's is where timeless recipes meet modern elegance. Handcrafted margaritas, premium tequila, coastal Mexican flavors, always a part of the celebration. Whether you're courtside or catching a concert, start your evening where LA gathers for that unmistakable Javier's experience. Javier's newest location is just steps from the arena. Javier's downtown. Tradition, taste, and an amazing start to your evening.
Focus Features presents the film Hamnet from director Chloe Zhao and producers Steven Spielberg and Sam Mendes. The AFI hails. Hamnet lifts the audience high above humanity. And now the Golden Globe winner for Best Picture of the Year has been nominated for 8 Academy Awards, including Best Actress Jessie Buckley and Best Picture of the Year. Hamnet, our stories live forever. Rated PG-13. May be inappropriate for children under 13. Now playing in theaters everywhere.
You're listening to the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show on 710.
By the way, DeMarco, I see you rocking that quarter zip today, man.
Am I making a statement with this thing?
Yes.
It's DeMarco Farr and Travis Rogers.
It's a quarter zip. We've had these forever.
You and I have been wearing these for 30 years.
Back to DeMarco and Travis.
We got a little sweet talk coming up in, let's call it 10 minutes or so, probably. So if you want to go get some chocolate and wine, Pechanga, hang out with somebody special to you, make sure you have a sweet talk, the two of us, DeMarco.
Tell us your story. This is fastly becoming our favorite segment. I like the sweet talk. Yeah.
I do like, was it Keith yesterday from Torrance that was?
Bruh, he gave us the Barry White.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
I made a mistake. I should have picked him.
Keith,
I'm sorry, Keith.
Look, if
He
I had to
won
guess,
with the voice.
Try again. Call today.
he could call today.
Yeah.
I bet Keith's just fine.
Yeah.
I bet Keith isn't lacking for company.
I mean, he's got plans.
Yeah,
he's got options.
I felt like Keith knew what was up.
He's got options.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. He's good.
Yes.
All right, so Dodgers, I think everybody that's a baseball fan, spring training doesn't mean a whole heck of a lot. Can we just throw this out there?
Say that.
They're killing everybody.
Yeah.
They're scoring 10 runs in every game. It's so weird that they're just, and even in a game like today where they really didn't have many of their regulars in the starting, they're still scoring 10 runs. It's just that they're just stacking runs like crazy.
That's why you guys keep saying it doesn't mean anything because you're crushing people.
No, they could be getting crushed. And I would say
it doesn't
the same
okay.
thing.
You know what the crazy thing about it is? They haven't hit one home run yet. In this spring training. Not one. And there's somebody in this world that's saying like, "What's wrong with the Dodgers? They're not hitting any home runs." But they're letting you know
runs. That they're an idiot and you can walk away from them.
No, I'm not saying I know the person. I'm saying there are people.
I'm just saying those people that do that are my favorite people, and I mean it sincerely because like, oh, okay, I don't need to listen to you anymore.
Right, it's over.
It's easy. You've identified yourself as somebody that is a non-serious person, and I can just move on from this.
Who likes waffles?
So everyone that comes to the plate, you're like, you're gonna get a hit, and you get a hit, and then you're gonna get a hit. Doubles, triples, singles, just moving guys along. It's been incredible.
To belabor the point.
Yeah.
But when Roki Sasaki is pitching, it does mean something. It doesn't mean everything. He's working on stuff, but it means something.
It means that
there's
healthy.
value in it. That's why he's doing it.
I don't think there's value in the result. I think
Not
there's
the result.
I
but
think
him being out there,
yes.
there's value. Yes.
There's value in him being healthy. There's
Right,
value
okay.
in him taking his turn to knock some rust off, to get a little sharper, to prepare for April.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't care if you hit it.
Yeah.
I'm working on stuff.
Yeah.
That makes sense, but that has value. It means something.
Right, yeah. So because last year, right now, Roki Sasaki did not pitch very well today. I think he gave up 3 runs. He might have had 3 strikeouts, but he only had 2 pitches last year. It was a fastball and he had the splitter, and that was it. That was all he used. And now he's adding 3 other pitches to his mix. So all he's doing while he's standing there is just, hey, I'm going to try this pitch. I'm going to try and get command of that pitch. I'm going to see how this goes against these hitters. And they're hitting it. Currently.
I think Sasaki is a perfect example of the result not being super important because last year Sasaki in spring training, no one could hit that splitter. They just couldn't figure out what the heck. Remember we were joking about how the computer even kind of threw its hands up like, I don't even know what that was.
I don't know what it is.
I don't even know how to identify that. And he really struggled when he started. Tears in his eyes in the dugout. You could tell he was just completely overwhelmed by what was going on. And okay, you're all right.
Yeah.
Just go over there. We're going to figure this out. We still have faith in you. And by the time they got him back, basically we got nothing else to try, so we might as well try this. And his confidence was back, and he looked great.
And they wouldn't have won the World Series without him in that run because
Another
he became
good
the
story.
closer.
Yes.
Another good story was also that Gavin Stone yesterday was back on the mound after not pitching since August of 24.
Crazy.
And he was really good when he was with the Dodgers in 24.
He's their best pitcher.
He was the only pitcher they had that won a complete game at that year.
He had the last one?
Yeah. Before Yamamoto in the playoffs?
The last regular season one.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's crazy that's a stat. But he got up there. He looked good yesterday.
So let's say he continues to look good.
Uh-huh.
What's your starting rotation?
Probably doesn't include him.
Are you serious?
Which is wild, right? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
If everybody's healthy.
Well, here's the thing. They've already basically told you that Blake Snell's not going to start the season.
Okay.
Like they've already said that he's behind, I think is the terminology that they use. So there's an open spot right there. So he probably slots in somewhere there. Maybe Roki's not ready to do it. We'll see. Yamamoto, Otani, Glasnow, those guys seem like they're all on track to start. Emmett Sheehan has looked really good in all the opportunities that he's been given as both a starter and a reliever last year. I think he's going to get a nice long look. But
Justin Wrobleski is going to get a nice long
and Sheehan, I think, are kind of in the same boat.
Yeah, River Ryan is back up. That he's another guy that was supposed to have some of the best stuff in all of
this
like
is not
in the minors.
normal.
It's not normal. No, you're right about that.
This is not normal, right? You know this.
I think this is not normal. I want to play this from Dave. He was asked the other day about coming in to try to go back to back to back.
Okay.
Right? It hasn't happened in 25 years since the Yankees did it, thereabouts. And I thought he said something really interesting, talking about how this team is more and more hungry each year they come back looking for another title.
Guys, I'm telling you right now, I'm more excited about this year than I was last year or the year prior because what we've accomplished, guys are still hungry. And that's scary for the rest of the league. And so for me, the naysayers are always going to be the naysayers. But I think that for us, what's important is playing good baseball and, playing the right way. And I think we do a really good job of that.
The hunger thing, I think, is really interesting because if anybody could be satisfied, it's these guys, right? Otani just went back-to-back. Will Smith is a 3-time World Series champion. Mookie Betts is a 4-time World Series champion. Freddie Freeman has 3. Max Muncy has 3. Like, they've got nothing but guys that have got fistfuls of jewelry, right? But every year, they add guys that are looking for more, right? Like, I know Kyle Tucker won a World Series with the Astros a couple of years ago, but he has not been in the thick of this the way that the Dodgers have for a while. I'm sure he's coming in looking to meet that standard. He needs to show up with that level of hunger. Edwin Diaz has been on some good teams, but he hasn't been on a team like this. And when you keep introducing just enough new blood, Blake Snell last year, Tyler Glasnow last year, I know he's on the team the year before that, but he also didn't get to play, right? It was a new opportunity for him to contribute. There's always new blood that's like, hey, man, I need my first, and I think that hunger is contagious. I really do. That when I'm fighting like hell for my first, and Mookie Betts is like, man, I'm trying to get my fifth. I got to match that level of hunger.
When
I think
you
there's
got
something
zero, it reminds the guy that has 3 or more what we're doing. And it could also be a thing, let's get one for him. It's just another way to focus the team. But, I mean, it would be fun to be here, to be a player for the Dodgers, because you get to, I guess, maximize all your abilities. You're surrounded by talent. Winning should come with it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like if I play my best, I know the rest are going to play their best. Like, winning is almost guaranteed.
There's got to be some sort of comfort, too, in knowing that, look, I'm sure Kyle Tucker wants to be at his best every day. I'm sure Edwin Diaz wants to be at his best every day. But knowing that if I do stub my toe occasionally, we're good.
You got guys.
We're good.
It's not all on me.
It's not Lakers, where it's like if LeBron and Luka and AR aren't good, we're cooked.
Yeah.
Like we're in real trouble. Like if Mookie Betts had by his standards, offensive year that was pretty lousy.
Bad.
Right?
Yes. And you won the World Series.
They won the World Series. And it's just like he got some very important hits, right?
Yeah.
Showhei Otani didn't pitch for real until the very end of the season. We're good. We got you.
Yeah.
Take your time. Get back here, right? That grace or whatever it is real. That I don't have to carry this for anything other. I just have to do what I need to do, and everything else will fall in place.
I heard Pat Riley's speech, and the reason he said that he guaranteed the second championship. Did you hear why he said that? He wanted to let his guys know, like, from the jump, what it was going to be.
Yep.
And I'm glad Dave said what he said. Like, he's leaning into the three-peat. Like, you're leaning into it. Let's talk about it. I bet some managers would hate even to say the word three-peat.
Yeah.
He's leaning into it to tell them how to focus.
Well, what the typical response is, that's last year. We're focused on this year. What happened last year doesn't matter at all. It's not connected. And they're right, but it's also you're trying to do something that doesn't happen very often.
Love that. That is a great approach to me.
And there's another part to that, too, because remember when you heard Andrew Friedman when he was on with the Dan Le Batard show, he was talking about the number one player on the team, Showhei Otani, saying after they won the second one, all right, that was great. That's 2 in a row. Now it's time for 3. He legitimately wants to get to 10 because he wants to get one of every single year that he has a contract. And he wants to make up for that contract. So when your top guy is telling you, I want to win every single year, I'm going out and trying to do that, it puts it down to everybody else. And then you have guys like Tanner Scott. I did not perform last year.
Right.
Now I'm going to perform this year because you couldn't play me. I wasn't on the roster in the postseason. I want to be the guy that's helping next year.
Okay.
This is not normal.
I want to talk about Otani for a second. I understand what he's saying. He wants to go 10 for 10 with the Dodgers. Sure. He's 2 for 2. Can we all agree he's not going to go 10 for 10, right?
Of course.
No.
Of course. It's possible.
No, I cannot.
What is, I don't want to say reasonable, because if you would have said before he signed, and they're going to win 2 in the next 10 years, I think most Dodger fans would have gone, that's pretty good, right? So he's gone 2. What is the number over the 10-year window that would make you go, wait, what? He did, how, is it 4?
Travis, I'm already there.
Really? You think that they've already cashed it in?
I've never seen anything like this before.
No, nor have I. But I'm just saying that baseball you don't win championships like this. They're in a very unique time. But if they win 4 in 10 years, is that crazy, or is that kind of now where we are, considering they went 2 for 2?
I think that number's 5, but I think it's also no. But see what you did? That's the answer.
Yeah.
Your question is what makes you say wow, and that's the answer. Before this all started, it was they should get 3 out of the whole thing. They got 2, and I'm like, okay, I'm good now. You got me my 2. If you don't win the next 8, I'm fine, but I still want more.
So if he got 2 over the 10 years, you'd been like, we're 1 short. That's where you would have landed. And I'm not saying you're wrong.
No, I would think that's about right. But that was what I said before. Also, when he signed the 10-year contract, I was like, you need 3. You need 3 out of that, and so he's already got 2 of those.
5 in 10 years?
I think the 5 makes you go, oh my God.
You'd be the most hated team in the world ever.
Which, fine.
You'd be the most
care
hated
about
team
that.
ever.
No. Because
5
here's
in
the
10
thing.
years
There's
in baseball.
But that's why I don't think you'd be hated. I think there would be one of those begrudging respects at some point, because usually baseball will baseball, right? Like, just stuff will go wrong. Guys will get old. Guys will get hurt. You'll have a bad year. There'll be a bad call. Like, if you were able to rip something that off.
To your point, you are redundant up the yin.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're able to withstand so much that other teams can't.
Yes, but just not to belabor the point.
Yeah.
They were a cleat away from losing the World Series last year, despite all those redundancies, despite having the greatest player ever to walk the planet, despite
came down to like 7 miracles.
It came down to 7. The Dodgers needed to go 7 for 7 in miracles to win the World Series.
Yeah.
And they did.
And they did.
All right, let's do. I want to get back to Otani because
I
spoke,
got an Otani question about the Cy Young thing too.
Yeah, we're going to do that because I talked to Oral about that on Saturday. I want to play that, guys, for you, but we're going to do a little sweet talking now, right?
If you want to win a pair of tickets to Pechanga Resort Casino's annual wine festival and chocolate decadence, put your head down, Deondre. On Saturday, March 7th, call this number right now, 213-799-0139. Let me give that again, 213-799-0139. Call right now. Get in line for your chance to win. You've got 20 seconds to sweet talk me and Travis. You got to be smooth, got to be confident, got to be funny. Whatever it takes. Let's see if you can get these tickets. You have to charm us, and we'll score you. We're going to take a poll and vote on you and see who wins. And you'll get this night of chocolate and wine. Going to be so much fun. That's March 7th. That's on a Saturday. Great date night. 213-799-0139. Or you can visit pechanga.com for tickets and details. Like I said, 20 seconds. Keep it clean. Sweet talk your way to getting these tickets.
And that doesn't mean tell us the saddest story we've ever heard in our life.
If
like,
that's
I'm
the way
an
you want to
Angel
go.
and a UCLA fan. That was the one that made me want to,
Hey, leave UCLA.
I'm a
head in
sucker,
the oven.
though. I'm a sucker for that, though. You can get me with certain buzzwords and him, but, I mean, we all have to vote on you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying that as far as my vote goes, I want to be inspired.
Okay.
I want to be sweet talked. I want to be, like the guy the other day wanted to give it to his grandparents. That's fantastic.
Great. Got me. Right.
Wanted to give his wife a break because they have 5 kids and they wanted a nice weekend away. So
Yes.
it's something like that. And everything's going wrong. Like that is a very, very difficult one to pan.
You don't want the guy that was telling you how he was just divorced and he needed to find some place to go to make himself feel better?
Look,
you don't want that?
Not
Yes.
really. That's not my version of sweet talking.
Been there. I got you.
I just had the worst
Me
day
too.
of my
I
life.
might actually feel bad for the guy.
Been there. I got you. Let me hook you up. Yes.
This isn't tell me the saddest story you've ever heard in your life. This is sweet talk me a little bit.
Yes.
All right, let's try our first one here. Let's go to Kevin in Simi Valley. Kevin, you're going to bat lead off. What do you got?
Okay, so I want to take my sweetie, who loves chocolate. It's my wife. She's been going through a little bit of this and that, having some tough time with her adult sons. And she is an immigrant in this country. I married her. She's originally from Ecuador. And her son's in Columbia in architecture school, and she loves chocolate, and it would really cheer her up.
Wow.
All right.
Okay.
That's a good start, Kevin.
That's heavy.
Good
Yeah,
job.
right
You want to
off
help
the
out
bat.
the wife who's going
Okay.
through some stuff. That's a very good start right there.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next one. That would be Fontana, home of Routollo Chevrolet. And Edgar. Edgar, you're on with DeMarco and Travis. What's up?
Hey, guys. So first of all, I'm going to do 2 ways. Let's say if I was selling it to you guys. You guys have had a long week, perfect week. You guys have been doing great. You guys deserve some time off, away from the kids, the family. Well, it would be great for us to go and enjoy a night out of none of that. Now, if I was telling for my...
All right, you're done. You're done. You're done.
Laura
20
dropped the
seconds.
hammer.
20 seconds,
Wow.
people.
Wow, that's tough.
Why you
Edgar
cut
got a
Edgar
bad
off?
break.
Preamble was way too long.
All right. Yeah,
Kevin went beyond the bell.
Get right to it, I guess. Edgar, sorry about that, but
My
Laura's
God.
in charge.
Wow.
Is this Gerardo is our next stop? And Inglewood. Gerardo, what's next?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's up?
Man, I just pretty much the deal is we've been so busy, man, that we missed the Valentine's Day celebration, and I think this little getaway would be a good way to make up for that.
Miss Valentine's Day. We can help him out big time.
Yeah, well,
I don't know about
he's lucky that the buzzer went off because I had a follow-up, and we'll never know the answer to this, so stay where you are.
We can help
Did
Gerardo.
you miss it because you were just overwhelmed with other things, or did you just kind of miss it?
He had to
Did you
work.
forget?
Yeah,
He was out of town.
We'll never know.
Yeah.
Maybe he was busy. Maybe somebody was sick.
Yes.
You know, it could have been a.
He
it
didn't
could've-
really sweet talk you, though.
Yeah, but I like that story.
yeah.
He missed Valentine's Day. He wants to try it again. Anthony is our next stop in Los Angeles. Anthony, what do you got for us?
What's going on? All right, I'm Anthony. I'm a coach. I'm actually a painter as well. My lady is a principal at a school, so at this point, she's a breast cancer survivor, and I'm actually getting ready to propose.
Oh!
This will be the best thing ever. Like, I just picked up the...
All right, 20, you're done.
All right,
come on.
sit by your phone, Anthony. I like your chances.
Oh, my God.
A
Okay.
proposal is kind of gonna. That's
Ooh, we could be responsible
good
for
right
a
there.
marriage. Yes.
You think we
okay.
get invited to the wedding?
Bachelor party, definitely. Yeah.
Better call back in if they win
Open
this.
bar at the wedding, maybe, or even
Okay.
a cash bar. I mean,
I'm
you know
in.
me. I'm a
Let's
sucker
go.
for a wedding.
Yes.
All right, let's try one more here. Let's go to Monterey Park and Henry. Henry, you're our last guy. What do you got, Henry?
Hey, how's it going, guys? Long-time listener. This is going to make it quick in 20 seconds. My wife and I's 10-year anniversary. I didn't really do anything special yet. I was finding this can be something that's very important. We've been together, and we're only something, but we've been married for almost 10 years. So it's something.
All right, 20 seconds.
All right, so celebrate his 10-year anniversary. I did, like you said, I haven't done anything yet.
Yes.
So maybe we can help him out there.
I
All right.
see where you're going, Laura. See, you got questions. Like, why haven't you done anything?
No, I do
All right,
got
See?
a quick recap of who we had. That Kevin in Simi Valley wants to help his wife who's going through some stuff right now.
Yep.
Edgar got cut off, so we're just going to kind of scratch Edgar off
Yep.
the list. Gerardo in Inglewood missed Valentine's Day, wants to make it up to his wife. Anthony in L.A., coach, and his wife is a principal. She is a breast cancer survivor that he would like to propose to. That is very exciting.
Ooh,
and then
okay.
Henry from Monterey Park is celebrating his 10-year anniversary. Gregory Arthur Bergman, your vote.
So I wanted the guy that was going to propose, but he dropped off. So I'm going to go with the
Is
guy.
that a deal breaker? Can we not vote for him? Can you
Well,
not call
I
back?
don't know
You can
if
still
that's
vote
Am
the
I allowed
right.
to vote for him?
The thing is, what if we say he wins, and I don't know?
Would you not recognize the voice?
No.
Okay.
No, okay, so
All right,
we'll
fair
move
enough.
past it. That I'm going to go with the guy. I thought the other ones were a little depressing, not going to lie. I'm going to go with the 10-year anniversary.
Henry, your vote for Henry.
From the 10-year
So
anniversary.
wait, the people that get buzzed off, they're gone?
No.
No.
He
Oh.
dropped. He dropped.
Oh, he
himself.
dropped.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go
He
ahead.
hung up. You can't hang up.
Who did you pick? I'm sorry.
Henry.
Okay. Thank you.
Laura.
I'm with Greg. They were all a little bit depressing. Gerardo, I'm very disappointed on the Valentine's Day situation. So I'm going to go with Kevin because he said his wife is having a rough time. So, no, that could cheer her up.
Okay, Kevin gets a vote. Deondre.
Yeah, the 10-year anniversary, can't go wrong with that. Get some chocolate decadence, you know.
There you go.
So
Wait, you're not joining there, man.
Not you. Not you.
he wants Henry to experience the chocolate decadence. Yeah. The other capital lowercase c, lowercase d, right? Not Mr. Decadence over here, but rather the chocolate
Not the
and the
boulevard.
decadence.
Not the boulevard.
Exactly. All right, so 2 for Henry, 1 for Kevin right now. I'm going to cast my vote for Kevin as well. So we're 2 and 2,
my God,
which
I'm the
means,
decider.
DeMarco, you are the deciding vote.
Oh, my
Go
God.
with someone else.
Because I wanted to pick the I
Go
have
with
to
what
pick
you want. Go with your guts. Go with your feelings.
I can't because we have to break up the tie.
Well, we have
that
Kasim
eliminates
and
my guy. If I
Jonathan
waste my
and
vote,
Yeah,
Carlo.
we have Carlo. We got people in the back.
We
if
do?
if we need a tiebreaker.
Gosh, I got to go with the Gerardo. He's got the wife. He's about to propose. She's a principal.
No, that's not it.
Excuse me,
that was
Anthony. I
Anthony.
mean Anthony. I'm sorry,
Anthony's
Anthony.
not here because he dropped.
He's gone. Well,
Yeah, he dropped.
then give me Henry. Then
Henry's
was
the
my
winner.
second choice.
Henry and Monterey Park.
I tried, Kevin. I tried.
Okay.
Stay on the line, Henry. Laura's going to get your information. You can go to Pechanga Resort Casino and get the chocolate decadence, DeMarco.
Anthony dropped off. Why did Anthony drop off? That was a good one.
We don't know.
We had you hooked. I was going to give you the vote.
Well,
Come on.
hopefully Anthony has a chance to call back tomorrow.
Call back tomorrow.
Yeah, call back tomorrow. That's
And
who
Friday.
And Friday.
That's who I was going to vote for. I wanted the guy.
I wanted the
Thank
answer
you.
too.
I was
to
too.
propose to your girl and then call back and say, "Hey, she said yes. You're all invited to
Yes.
to the bachelor party."
Right. Or you can do the wedding right here on the air.
No, we got to go through some stuff for that. those are the mouse type stuff that I can.
We
like,
tried
hold on.
already. We already tried. It was a whole thing.
Let's get the ice machine fixed first before we start working on any weddings.
Weddings, right.
Yeah, priorities.
Calling Stephanie Alexander. Stephanie Alexander.
All right, Henry, good job. If you did not win, you got a chance to win tomorrow. What up, Gerardo? Maybe call back and give that another chance and stay on the line. Or Anthony. Anthony was right on the.
Or Edgar. Be quick.
Yeah. There's a lot of guys that could do. Edgar didn't even get a chance to shoot a
Laura,
shot.
Cut him off so fast. Wow, my man.
Yeah. All right. Good job, guys. I kind of want some chocolate and some wine.
Oh my
too.
God, doesn't that sound
pretty amazing.
fun? Yeah.
It sounds really good.
Yes.
All right, so we were talking about Otani a second ago and whether or not 10 for 10 I feel like is not going to happen, but what about the one thing he hasn't done yet? That's coming up next. It's DeMarco and Travis, ESPN LA.
After lighting up the Coliseum in the MLS season opener.
3-0 LAFC.
And after punching their ticket past Real España in the CONCACAF Champions Cup.
We're all in this together, so it's a good start, but still so much work to do. So we're very focused on what's next.
Now, LAFC hits the road. This Saturday, the Black and Gold invade Houston to face the Houston Dynamo and old friend Mateusz Bogusz. Coverage begins Saturday at 5 p.m. on the ESPN LA app.
John Ireland here, and before the lights come up at Crypto.com Arena, make your night legendary at Javier's downtown. A SoCal tradition for decades, Javier's is where timeless recipes meet modern elegance. Handcrafted margaritas, premium tequila, coastal Mexican flavors, always a part of the celebration. Whether you're courtside or catching a concert, start your evening where LA gathers for that unmistakable Javier's experience. Javier's newest location is just steps from the arena. Javier's downtown. Tradition, taste, and an amazing start to your evening.
Hello, it's James Worthy here. Do you manage your body well? I know with all my years of wear and tear, I have to, and I do it with IceBod Active Wearable Cryotherapy. I just put on my compression wear with the pockets that fit rubbery ice-cold gel packs and chill all my problems away. I can wear it under my clothes and go. I'm such a believer of their wearable cryo that I became an owner of the company. Try it, and you will thank me. Get yours at icebodactive.com.
This is an important notice to all U.S. taxpayers. The IRS is giving away billions of dollars in tax savings through a federal program called the Fresh Start Initiative to aid delinquent taxpayers. This initiative was established for anyone facing financial hardship and unable to pay their back taxes. Qualifying and enrolling in this program will stop all collections, settle your delinquent tax problem, and even reduce what you owe by thousands of dollars. Call the hotline at People's Tax Relief to see if you qualify and get this free information by dialing 800-372-2017. If you have unfiled tax returns or cannot afford to pay your personal or business back taxes, you can now get the help you need. One simple phone call can resolve your tax problem and save you thousands of dollars. To see if you qualify and to get this important free information, call 800-372-2017. 800-372-2017. 800-372-2017.
It's DeMarco Farr and Travis Rogers.
I can't dance at all. What did you call it, Punchy? The Caucasian two-step. Yes, that's what I got. I got
What's
this.
the Caucasian two-step? The white man's overbite?
I got that too.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis rolls on. Back to the guys.
Hey, I got a quick question for you. I love watching spring training baseball. This is fun, especially with you. So the dude that's on the mound now, you said is a minor league pitcher. He's number 91.
It is my assumption, without the sound on and without knowing who number 91 is, the fact that he's number 91 and he does not have his name stitched to the back of his jersey, and it is the late innings of this particular game, I think he's probably somebody that is likely going to be in the minor leagues.
Do you know who that is, Greg? 91?
91. I could find it out, but no, I have no clue who it is.
So
I'm guessing it's
when you're a kid dreaming of pitching in the majors, does that count for you?
No.
That doesn't count? You're out there, you're playing for the Dodgers.
No, you're not.
You got the Dodgers on?
No. You got to play. You got to show up in a regular game.
Okay, that doesn't count.
Does it count if you only play in the preseason in the NFL? You never play in a regular
Well,
game.
for some guys, I take the picture. I made it.
If I go to ProFootballReference.com,
You're not there.
You're
but
not
from
there.
your family, I take the picture. I got a pro
I'm not
uniform
saying you didn't
on.
get within an eyelash of it.
Oh,
but
okay.
no, you gotta take
You
an
gotta
at
get
bat,
over it.
throw a
Okay.
pitch, get on base, take the field. It's
Okay,
hard.
just making
You want
sure.
to hear a weird stat?
Yeah.
That if you took every person that has ever made the major leagues, and I'm talking maybe just one at bat,
Every player,
every guy that has ever played in the major leagues, it would fill up about half of Dodger Stadium. That's how few people have actually done.
You're kidding me.
No.
You're saying there's less than 50,000
There's about
people
30,000 people that have played in the major leagues
over 100+ years.
Yes.
And it's like 140, 150 years.
It's about
How
it's
many
a,
guys on
it's
a
a little
team?
more than 30,000.
26?
25, 26. It used to be 25.
It used to
now
be
it's
25.
26.
Now it's 26. Yeah.
Wow.
Not very many. And keep in mind, a
Wow.
lot of these guys stay a long time.
Yes, they do.
And yeah.
It's not one and done.
That's
You stay
crazy.
Isn't that
15
crazy?
years.
I never would thought about it that
Yeah,
way.
it's like 33,000 people.
That's insane.
Yeah.
And how would you feel if you were in minor leagues or in spring training and you didn't have your name on the back? You're like, oh man.
But here's the thing.
I'd be like, man, you can't just put my name back there.
Greg,
guys
when I
know.
first started with the Rams, I was splitting a locker.
Yeah.
I was sharing a locker. Yeah, it's same feeling.
They
Yeah.
know. Like, what would be bad? I'm trying to think. Okay, I'm going to use his name because I don't think he's in any jeopardy of this happening, so it's just funny. If Dalton Rushing showed up and his name was not on his jersey, uh-oh.
Yeah,
Right,
That's true.
that's not good. But if you are a guy that is, hey, I pitched in single A last year, you're thrilled to be out here because you get to
Right.
pitch in front of Dave Roberts, you get to pitch in front of, but this is, I mean,
You're Cody Morse.
yeah, you're not.
Cody Morse.
Cody Morse does not expect to make the
He
Dodgers
just
this year.
fulfilled his dream. He's pitching in the majors.
He's getting close. No, he's pitching in the Cactus League.
Okay, so it was the bottom of the second. I can tell you exactly. That was Peyton Martin.
There you go.
Number 91 was Peyton
See?
Martin.
He's been dreaming about this his whole life.
And he's thinking, if I pitch well in single A, if I pitch well for the Tower Buzzers this year, then
Right.
maybe I'll get called
I
up to
might
San
get there.
Antonio,
Wow.
and I'll get called up to Albuquerque or wherever the
Tulsa,
Oklahoma City.
Yeah, and then Oklahoma City.
Yeah, so
Long way to go.
it's not easy.
So please roll this out. I have a question for you about
Yeah.
Otani. Go
Okay.
ahead. You were going to roll this out about.
So I went out to Legends Attic on Saturday
Yeah.
night. They did their Tops Rip Night event, and Oral and I sat down and we had a conversation about a lot of different things. But one of the questions I asked him was about Showhei Otani.
It sounds crazy and yet the most logical thing in the world. Showhei Otani winning a Cy Young. I mean, is that the last thing for him to win? I mean, he's won the World Series, 4-time MVP. Is that the last thing that he hasn't checked the box for?
I think he's checked every box.
Yeah.
I think that if he was only a pitcher and not hitting, I think that would definitely be in the equation. I think it's going to be a little harder to do because he's doing both. If he does both and wins an MVP and a Cy Young in the same year, I mean, he's already probably the best player ever. That would cement it for sure. There wouldn't be more than one person on Mount Rushmore. Baseball.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be very, very hard to think about the top tier athletes that are experts in pitching going out and having a great year, having 10 or 12 of those guys that have the potential to do that. And then he has to do that plus DH. That would be a tough breakthrough. It'd be the most amazing breakthrough ever in a baseball season.
I think that last part is the part that just I can't wrap my head around. It would be the most amazing breakthrough ever in a baseball season. We've seen people win the MVP and the Cy Young in the same year, but not like this. Like when Clayton Kershaw won the MVP and the Cy Young in the same year. But it was because there wasn't an MVP candidate who swings the bat that was so awesome. It was, no, it's Kershaw is both the Cy Young and the MVP. Otani's kind of doing it in reverse, that he is the MVP because he is the best offensive player in the league, and he would win the Cy Young because he would also have to also be the best pitcher. You can't back into the Cy Young, but in a weird way as a pitcher, you can kind of back into the MVP if no one else, skyrockets to
Kind
the
of
top.
by default.
Yeah.
You have an opinion on this?
Yeah, it would be the most amazing thing ever. And I think Oral's 100% right. There is no Mount Rushmore. It is a Mount Showhei, and that's it. There's nothing else to put anywhere near because no one's going to ever come close to it. That's insanity. But Travis, if he did win the Cy Young and he won the MVP, but they didn't win the World Series, how would you look at the season?
I still think that would be
The
cool.
season, or how would I look at Showhei?
Showhei. I mean, like Showhei, you have to think that's amazing, but still,
Of
like,
course. No, look. Put it to you this way: if he wins
would you be
the MVP,
disappointed
and
that they don't win the World Series?
Yes, but not because of anything he did or didn't do.
Right.
You know, like if he, the fact that we're having this conversation is so absurd.
It's ridiculous.
It is literally surreal.
No,
That's
no,
why
it's ridiculous because it's not ridiculous.
Yeah. That's what I said at the beginning. I'm like, this sounds ridiculous to ask, only it's entirely possible to ask, because if you're listing the 10 best pitchers in baseball and you don't, or in the National League, let's make it that, because he only has to win the National League.
He's on that list.
Paul Skeens, Yamamoto.
Yes.
I mean, Mizorowski will probably be on there at some point.
Like there are other really
Chris
good
Sale.
pitchers. Chris Sale is a great, Logan Webb. Like there are really good pitchers in the National.
He's in that
but
mix.
He's in the mix.
Yeah.
He's in the mix.
If you talk about hitting, he's in the mix, or he's won. Here's my question. So, like, the NBA MVP can sometime be a moving target. I heard Stephen A. say this, and I agree with him. Sometimes the best player doesn't win MVP. Sometimes the story or whatever happens.
What up, Karl Malone?
Right, right. Other guys win MVP, not necessarily the best guy. He said Jordan would have won 10 in a
traveling
row.
trophy.
Right.
It moves sometimes. If Shohei Otani is close to Skeens and to Yamamoto in terms of numbers, and he's still doing what he's doing at the plate, can you kind of fudge him a Cy Young, or is it all numbers?
I would say no, because this is kind of how baseball works. It's by numbers and what they did for the team and all the different things, the metrics, all that. They're all there that tell you whether you're not a Cy Young or not. I think if he's close to Paul Skeens, but Paul Skeens is better, Paul Skeens is getting the Cy Young.
Just by a little bit, and Skeens doesn't hit.
So the Cy Young, they were going to look at the Cy Young as a pitching stat and the MVP as him doing both. So Cy Young would just be his pitching, in my mind. So they would go through. They would not just fudge him a Cy Young just to give him a Cy Young.
Dude, he would be the best player ever if you could outduel a dude that just pitches and you're hitting at the same time.
I think that's a different conversation. Yes,
Yeah.
I agree with that last thing you said. The fact that it's even close is ridiculous, but I think the pitching can kick him over the top for the MVP, but the hitting can't kick him over the top for the Cy Young.
Totally agree.
Okay.
The pitching has to be, it is exclusively a pitching award. He could hit 75 home runs, and it doesn't earn him a single Cy Young vote, right?
Wow.
But if he has, let's say he has a normal Otani year and he hits
Only
50 home runs.
Yeah.
But let's say, I don't know, just pick a guy. Say Juan Soto goes bananas, and right, they're neck and neck. Well, the pitching's going to put Shohei over the top for MVP because it's both. It's what do you do to help your team?
Right.
That's what this is. But him hitting a bunch of home runs doesn't help his pitching numbers at all. Like if Skeens is better than him, it'll be Skeens. Now, what you said, Greg, I totally agree with you. But I think what you're saying is kind of interesting. That if it's close, now if
You're
it's
right there,
if it's razor thin,
yes,
I think your theory
right
maybe.
there.
But if
you
it's a he's better, but it's close. But it has to be it's a coin flip.
Yeah.
If it's a coin flip, it could kick him over the top.
Maybe Skeens gets him at the end. Shohei's had the lead the entire season, and then he gets caught at the end.
Has a great September.
Yeah, something like that.
I still think it has to literally be I don't know who to vote for. I'm giving it to Shohei because of the extra he had to do, but it's literally a 50-50 split.
That's the only way.
If it's 52-48, I don't think it kicks him over the top.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Even if it's 51-49,
I don't think so.
It would have to be like 50.2 to 49.8.
Yeah.
To make that kind of happen.
Yeah.
By the way, did you see what Juan Soto said? That I'm coming for you for the MVP, Shohei, so be careful.
Good one.
Like, how about you worry about making the playoffs first?
Dang.
Well, okay. Good.
Dang.
I want to pile on it, too. Juan Soto's been in the playoffs almost his entire career.
Not as a Met.
He's been there
Not as a
1
Met.
year, Greg.
They didn't make the playoffs last year.
I understand
They didn't make
that.
the playoffs.
But he's a World Series champion. He's been to the World Series another time.
Really
He's
good
been
player.
in the playoffs every year in his career, but
as a
one or
Met,
two.
Why don't you worry about making the playoffs before you start worrying about individual awards?
You're starting to sound like that person you were talking about. Why aren't they hitting home runs? So slow your roll before you go any further down that roll.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Defend Mount Show. I like it.
No,
I'm allowed. I'm really upset still with Juan Soto's contract. I don't know why it really bothers me.
Don't be. Can I make a case for it? It's going to torpedo their ability to do things.
Oh yeah.
That that contract will age like a banana. It will. It's gonna be one of those. Ugh, what happened to that thing? That looks terrible. I don't want to eat that.
What's the numbers on that again? What's the numbers on that again?
It was 13,765.
Yeah,
13 years, 765.
Boy,
for a guy that's not good in defense, for a guy who does not run well, and you know he plays mediocre right field. He's going to end up at first base at the DH. Like
I love the bravado though.
Oh,
I mean,
look, put Juan Soto firmly in the Manny Machado character. Only he's not a dirty player. Soto's not a dirty player. I don't mean it like that. But he's abrasive. I dig it.
Me too.
I dig it. Like you know, I like guys that make you go, I hate that guy. Those are fun guys. I love watching Manny Machado strike out. It's super. You know why?
You're right.
Because he's really good.
Yes.
Juan Soto doing that shuffle thing.
I love that.
Me too.
I know people hate it, but I love it.
And the only thing better is when he shuffles and then you're out.
Right.
It's great.
I'm surprised people don't hit him more.
Nobody really hits anybody anymore.
I mean, but
it's not a thing anymore.
But back in the day, if you did that, you would have been wearing it.
You would have been wearing it. But see, again, you know what Soto would have done? He would have got up and done it the next time.
That's true, right?
Yeah.
He won't back down. But
Roger Clemens would have knocked him down so far. What do you think Nolan Ryan would have done to Juan Soto with that shimmy?
He would have thrown at him
behind him,
and Soto would have got up and shimmied again.
And did it again,
which is great. Which is why it's fun to watch guys like that. It annoys me how good he is.
Why is that no more? Like guys went up on the mound, and how come we don't see that no more in baseball?
Dangerous.
Everybody throws 100 now, and you can not even trying to be fit. You could kill somebody potentially. So that's I don't think anybody wants to do that.
It's a matter of velocity now.
I think that's part of it.
Yeah.
The other part is they just don't really pitch inside as much as they used to.
It wasn't legislated out like hockey and fighting.
It happens occasionally.
Okay.
Like every once in a while, you'll send a message, but it's not like it used to be where you would offend some unwritten rule or violate the code and Madison Bumgarner wants to put one in your rib cage.
That's
like
different game.
We're kind of done with that.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
I think so too. Like you know what's hard to do? Hitting a home run.
True.
And if you hit a home run and you want to dance around the bases, all right. I'm the one that threw the meatball. It's my fault. It's not yours. If you know.
I never understood why bat flips got people so mad.
I don't either.
Yeah, I never.
And if I
understood that.
strike a guy out. Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
Right. You've earned it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Trav, I got a question for you. Have you ever hit a home run?
Yes.
What was your celebration?
At the softball game. It was cut like 2 years ago.
I walked around the bases. I don't hustle. I hadn't hit a home run since I was like 14 or 15, but I just ran around the bases. I didn't pimp it.
Oh.
I didn't. Now if I hit one now and just I would do it a little more. But again, I was playing baseball in the era where you didn't do stuff like that, or you would get one.
You
thrown
would get
at you.
binked.
And that's like Mike Trout has never done anything other than hit a home run, run around the bases, and go into that. That's fine for him. Nobody's saying you have to dance.
Yeah.
But if you'd like to,
be
my guest.
Go ahead.
When did it all start to change? Was it around the Yasiel Puig time when he was pimping all of his things in the bat flips?
I don't know why people hated him so much.
Because he was the wild
outside
horse.
of LA.
He was the wild horse.
But he was fun. He was fun for baseball.
He was fun.
But baseball's not fun.
Here's the problem with Puig specifically. Even his teammates were not down. That tells you a little something. Like a lot of his teammates are like, dude, you need to stop.
On the antics?
Not on the, but it was all of it. He was perpetually late. He was, it was, apparently there were some hygiene issues that some of his teammates took issues to. Like
really?
there was some stuff that just was like, dude, you need to stop. And some of it is, if you're doing this, well, now if you're Matt Kemp, for instance, now they're going to peg me.
Right.
Because
you're going to get me hit.
You're going to get somebody else hit. So
okay.
I like it. I don't have a huge problem with it.
I'm not going to wear
so
one
when did
for
it change?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did it
I think
change?
Puig was a lot of it because we all just kind of went, what are we doing here?
Because I mean, Jonas Cespedes was doing it too, and that kind of went. It all started to just go away. That whole the bat flips became fun, and a lot of people were doing it. When before, if you bat flipped, you were going to get hit. You were stared down, yelled
You know
at.
who I thought was crazy? Remember when Joey Bats did it?
Oh, Jose Batista?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you were nuts. They're going to kill you.
Yeah.
Right.
It started, first of all, there's the cultural change where it's just like we don't get offended by that stuff anymore. More and more of those old school, to use the baseball term, red-ass guys, they're just gone. The guys that are coming up in the pipeline right now don't really look at a celebration as anything other than a celebration. Go do whatever you want. Mm-hmm. There's still some guys out there that are grumpy about this stuff, but there's not as many. The managers now are far more analytically driven than anything else. They're younger as opposed to like Tony La Russa wasn't going to. Tommy Lasorda, they're not going to stand for that.
Yeah.
Like we got to make sure that we send a message. And now that's just
Dave
it's just
Roberts
not
is
the
a great example. What did he say about Machado when Machado rolled the ball at him? It was unsettling.
It was unsettling. That drop was amazing. We played that for weeks.
That was. I understand what he was going for. He just picked the wrong.
It was unsettling.
He rolled the ball at him.
Tommy Lasorda would have burned the stadium to the ground.
He would have gone after the mascot. He would have gone after the player.
Oh my God!
I get he was trying to light a fire. It was the wrong thing to get fired up.
He would have treated Manny Machado as Dave Kingman.
Yeah, Joe Kelly was a guy like, no, you're not doing that to me.
Yeah,
he's gonna dig his heels in.
He's gonna stand up for it.
That's okay.
That's true.
But
there's a few left out there.
And the other part of it too, I think, that was really interesting is that when the Padres and Dodgers got in that tit for tat, they started hitting Shohei. That if Shohei had not thrown cold water, remember with the whole, hey, we're good.
Yes.
That would have been World War III.
They were up on the fence, ready to go.
We'd probably be burying Fernando Tatis about now. We're not. And by the way, I would not be shocked if at some point this year
that he gets plugged.
That resurfaces.
I'm sure it happens.
Even though Schilt is gone, I owe you one.
Of course,
I still owe you one.
Yep.
Schilt was the only guy that Shohei did not do the hat tip to.
Really?
The only one.
It's true.
The only one.
I did
Before
not know
each
that.
game, his first at bat, he turns to the opposing dugout, tips his hat, and waits for an acknowledgement, then gets in the box with Schilt. It's like, what's up, bro?
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, nothing. Nothing. All right. Kings hockey is back tonight. Pre-game coverage starts at 6:30, leading you right up to face-off at 7 p.m. as the Kings take on the Golden Knights after the game. Keep it here for Kings Talk with the Samboni, Sam Batesh. Your spot to react and break it all down. Catch every moment. Just tap, the Kings play-by-play tile on the all-new ESPN LA app, home of the LA Kings. A little shop talk to wrap up the show. That's coming up next. It's DeMarco and Travis, ESPN LA.
Don't miss the countdown to kickoff. Presented by BMO, official bank of LAFC.
Saturday at noon, LAFC co-president and general manager John Thornton joins the show. Plus a look ahead to LAFC's first MLS road test of 2026 in Houston versus the Dynamo. And what a night it was at the Coliseum last week versus Messi. It's Countdown to Kickoff presented by BMO. Join me Saturday at noon on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
BMO presents Countdown to Kickoff, hosted by Mario Ruiz on ESPN LA.
ESPN LA family, on personal injury attorney Joseph S. Normand. 2026 marks 15 years that you've trusted me to represent you. When you're hurt and down, I'm honored to fight for you in personal injury cases when it matters most. Numbers don't lie. I'm the real deal. The voice you hear is the voice you get. If you've been injured in an accident, call 213-747-1234, 213-747-1234, or visit normandlegal.com. Normand Legal, built on trust, proven by results.
Access to education changes lives. That's why National University provides flexible online and hybrid programs from associate to doctorate degrees. Since 1971, NU was built to serve non-traditional working and military learners nationwide. NU understands the demands of work, family, and service. Each year, more than 130,000 learners trust National University to move forward. Visit nu.edu to learn more.
Progressive knows there's no one more important to your team than your pet. They're like your top draft pick.
And it looks like Chuck has selected Pepper the Corgi. Bold pick there, Deborah.
Yeah, Rich, Pepper has a high ceiling for sure, but he does have a tendency to bark at every tree.
Yeah, he brings a lot to the table, but also takes a lot off of it, especially when it's been left near the edge.
Nothing left to do now but suit him up for the dog park.
Protect your top draft pick from injury and illness with Progressive Pet Insurance. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations. Covered subject to policy terms.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNLAcontests.com.
That's ESPNLAcontests.com. Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-568-2790. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-568-2790. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-568-2790. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-568-2790 or biglou.com.
Yo, real talk, real sports, real LA. Yo, what's up? It's Will I Am, and you're locked into DeMarco and Travis on ESPN LA.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis rolls on. Back to the guys.
All right, before we get to Shop Talk, let me remind you that Sedano and Cap are live this Friday at Vision Works in Fullerton from 7 to 10 a.m. Come hang out with them at the Sedano and Cap Morning Show crew for a chance to win upcoming basketball tickets, score exclusive Sedano and Cap tees, and take advantage of 60% off a complete pair of glasses at Vision Works. It's all happening this Friday in Fullerton. They will see you there. DeMarco, this is bad news for you. This is bad news for me, and I think bad news for a lot of people out there. We're about to enter a Topo Chico shortage.
What? No.
Yes. Apparently there's some sort of... Lord, do you know what the issue in the factory in Mexico is?
So I heard it has something to do with distribution.
Okay.
And also the tariffs.
Okay.
So there's that, but I will look more into because some people are thinking it's because of what happened.
Yeah.
Yes. I when I need a good, cool drink.
Yeah.
Refreshing and a good belch. Topo Chico.
Topo Chico is like super duper carbonated.
Yes.
And that's what makes it great, but it's a very gassy beverage.
Especially out of
the glass bottle.
Yes, absolutely.
Pour it into a glass. It neutralizes it. You're still going to get your bubbles.
Yes.
But maybe not be burping every 8 seconds.
I have learned not to doubt you. I will try that.
Yeah.
But there's a shortage. I just saw some at the local rouse.
Well, stock up. It's going to be like toilet paper during the pandemic.
Let's hurry this up.
Be back.
Topo Chico.
Once there is going to be a few months of shortage, but don't by July you'll be good.
Everybody,
July,
Topo Chico, thumbs up. Yes.
Only
yes.
in the glass bottle.
Yes. No.
Yeah, it's good.
I can't do carbonation.
Yeah.
Only in
take
the
or
glass
leave.
bottle.
Oh no.
Leave it or take it or leave it.
Oh
yeah.
my God.
I like Arrowhead. I like the Arrowhead.
Arrowhead's good too.
Saratoga, baby.
That's right.
In the plastic bottle though, you could leave it.
Plastic bottle is a no.
Yeah.
I need the glass bottle. Okay.
That's right. That's the correct
Bougie.
answer. Couple of birthdays here. Ric Flair turned 77 years old.
Woo! Wow. Ric Flair is 77.
Ric Flair is 77.
Ric Flair is 77.
You know he's trying.
Go ahead.
So you know he's trying to come back to wrestling. Apparently he wants to.
There's nobody in the world that's going to let him wrestle.
Nobody
There's
should.
reports that he wants to come back to wrestling.
Did you see his last match?
Yeah,
We got lucky in that one. Stop. You know, I even asked him when I saw him on a Rams game if that was his daughter, because Charlotte Flair looks different. I asked him as a joke, are you coming back to wrestling? And she cut me off. No, he can't wrestle ever again.
77 for a professional wrestler is like 177 for a normal person.
That's got to be a record.
Right.
Yeah.
Those guys don't make it into their late 70s all that often.
Wow. Ric Flair,
77 years old. Bo Nix, 26 today.
No way.
Yeah.
Old dude.
Thumbs up, thumbs down on Bo Nix. If Bo Nix was your quarterback for the next 5 years, you good with that?
Like that.
Middle?
Yeah,
Slightly
middle.
up?
I'd be okay with it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah. No, it's not. It's not clearly it's not the worst thing in the world, but I think, maybe one of those, I wonder if I could do a little better. Like
Probably.
maybe that Kirk Cousins
You know what I'm guaranteeing? You can do a lot worse.
100%.
You can do a lot worse than Bo Nix.
But you want to. I think he's that new. I wonder if I can't get a little better here.
Only time I would get nervous is when I have to pay him.
Yeah.
Right now,
That's coming.
fine with him.
That's coming. National Clam Chowder Day, which always reminds me of this.
I have no idea what that means.
That was one of your best moments on this station.
So is it a red clam chowder or a white clam chowder day?
I have no idea what that means.
Yeah, well, that wasn't a very good question. That's why you have no idea what that means.
Instant sweat?
Yeah, that was one of those.
How did you rebound out of that?
I'm a professional broadcaster, DeMarco.
How did you rebound out of that one? Wow.
Look, I have stuck my foot in my mouth so many times. Now, I haven't always done it with the coaching prodigy, but I recovered fairly quickly. It was embarrassing.
You said, your Campbell's Chunky Soup commercials.
Oh, and you got it, right?
I've never seen Mason and Ireland get in quicker for crosstalk in my entire life.
They were waiting.
They couldn't wait. And I knew it was coming. I'm just like, go ahead.
Oh, my God.
I got to wear this. This
That's
is what's going to happen along the way. Today, in 1836, Samuel Colt was granted a U.S. patent number 9430X for the Colt revolver.
No way. Is that the gun that won the West?
It was.
That's
Yep.
the one.
That
okay.
was the
yeah,
went this
the
way.
bang, bang, bang,
Yeah.
bang. That one. Yeah. Wow.
I think that's why I always think of Colt McCoy as like an old West gunslinger, just because his name is Colt.
Perfect. Did you ever hear that story? I don't know if it's a rumor or if it's real. When
Which one?
He's from Texas.
Yeah.
And he was actually born in Oklahoma.
Okay.
Because that's where mom the water
Delivered
broke.
the baby. Yeah.
So dad drives home and gets a shoebox of Texas dirt and puts it under the bed.
Oh, that's terrific.
So he can be born on Texas soil.
That is terrific.
Isn't that awesome?
I like that.
Right.
When I lived in Texas, I heard this expression, and it always put a smile on my face. Texans are very proud people,
Yes.
right? Texas born, Texas bred, and if I'm lucky, I'll be Texas
dead.
Yeah, that is their thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then the other one for people like me, if you really bought into the whole thing, was I wasn't born in Texas, but I got here as fast as I could.
Wow, I like that one. That's a good one.
I left as fast as I could.
I was gonna say you people leave quicker than they get there.
I was getting my eyes
Especially
elsewhere.
in the summer.
1978, O.J. Simpson was a guest on Saturday Night Live.
You're kidding me.
No, O.J. was pretty
Do
famous.
you remember that episode?
No, I was 7 years old,
No.
so I don't remember that one
I have
all that
never
well.
seen any clips of
I
that.
don't think they're real eager to put it out there. I don't think that's something that they're dying to put
But you
front and center.
would think somebody would have put that out there by
I'm
now.
sure it's out there somewhere.
Okay.
Was Norm Macdonald on the Weekend Update
That
desk at that
shows
time?
up on my feed frequently.
I love it so much.
Norm Macdonald was
He was
pretty,
just the
pretty
best.
darn amazing. Today in 1984, the number one hit from Van Halen, Jump.
Jump! Yes!
Jump.
Eddie comes out playing the keyboard. Who
And
knew?
Lastly, and we'll walk out the door on this one, Jerry Jones fired Tom Landry today in 1989.
Tom, I got to let you go.
Yeah, probably should have kept him there. We'll see you all tomorrow. Don't forget, you can sweet talk us another chance for chocolate decadence.
Mornings in LA start with Sedona.